Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to Cocktails, Dirty Discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail, ladies, is called Fuck Boyd. The ingredients are Johnny Walker Blue Label and some ice. I don't care the measurements, whatever you need. Take
a
it.
stiff drink.
A stiff. This is how you make it. You're going to put a couple ice cubes in your cup and then just pour that Johnny Walker until you've had enough and sip that shit slow, sis. Fuck Boyd.
Did you drink that and get Fuck Boyd? How did you come up with that name?
The nigga that fuck Boyd me drinks it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It sounds like a high-class fuck boy. Okay. I mean, I do love that drink. I remember the first time I had the Blue Label, because that one's expensive.
The glisten in your eyes when you just said that.
I just love
it was like you went to Disney World.
It was so good. And my dad bought it for me when he came to D.C. for my graduation.
Come on,
we went to
Daddy.
a club, and he was like, I know you like Johnny Walker and you usually drink the black. I'm like, yeah. It's like, we'll get the Blue Label today. I said, that's right, because I'm fucking graduating, and this was a struggle. But anyway, welcome back to Cocktails, Dirty Discussions, you guys.
Hey, y'all.
So what's been up? Welcome back
Yeah,
to Atlanta.
Hey,
You've been gone again to Texas.
Kiki.
Texas got so much love this month.
Texas got so much love. When I tell you, like, we were already like super busy with the live shows and just life. I have been gone every weekend in September, and it's about to come back up for the first 2 weekends in just 1 weekend in October. But my sister's wedding is, you know how weddings are. We did her bachelorette weekend this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know how stressed I was about it. And I was like,
I even text you, like, are you okay?
I was like, this is your wedding. Why am I broke and stressed over it? But it turned out amazing. What my sister wanted to do was have like a celebrity type weekend and sing Disney songs and just like have everybody look pretty and really bond with her football team of bridesmaids. My sister is...
How many is it?
It's 12 of us.
Oh, goddamn.
Good Lord. And they're all the news people. So it's like I'm dealing with all these news people telling people what to do, people coming back at me with questions. And I'm like, bruh, just do what I say. And they're like, well, we work for the news. We have questions. So
questions about what?
Just everything. But everything turned out great. I ended up booking a studio in Dallas, 50/50 Studios. They were amazing hosts. We all went there, recorded Disney songs. We did Little Mermaid. We did Aladdin. We did Beauty and the Beast. And then we ended it with some Lizzo, Truth Hurts.
You know, that's my shit.
Yeah, it's now my shit too. Mm-hmm. And it was just amazing. My dad popped up. My sister is like, she didn't want any like penis stuff or like strippers.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Any of that. And
I want that shit at mine. Should I ever get married? I want it to be a dick fast, okay?
Yes.
I want to be fucked up.
I was like, what if I just get some penis straws? She was like, I'm really not playing. Don't do it. I was like, okay. So
listen.
This weekend was, I needed like this bonding experience. I'm glad I got to get to know her bridesmaids because I don't know all of them that well. And I got to know them and we all stayed in the Airbnb. We had amazing dinner. I hired my dad as a chef to come in the morning and surprise us and make a great breakfast. We went to the Statler. It was just such a great weekend, a weekend that I needed, even though I was tired as shit.
I bet.
Yeah, it was a very fun weekend. What you been up to?
I moved finally, and that is going. I love the new place. I'm tired of unpacking. I did not realize how much shit I had. I gave a bunch of stuff away. I was going through clothes. Like, when I shop at these cheap-ass websites like Pretty Little Thing and Fashion Nova, I like to get a lot of basics, you know? But, you know, I got 4 of the same skirt. They all still have the tags on it. They were like $5. So it's like, okay, you see the $5 black pencil skirt. You need it, right? That's a staple. But
why you need 5 of them?
I didn't realize that I didn't have it. So, like, I would buy it, and I'm just like, oh, this is only $5. I'm throwing it in the cart, and then I would put it in my closet, never got around to wearing it. It started to get too hot. And
you saw it again, you're like, oh, this is $5. Need that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I have some, if you'd like one, if anyone would like a black skirt.
That sounds like the confessions of a shopaholic, right? I
was going through some things earlier this year, and I turned to shopping. I stopped drinking hard liquor as much. And I was drinking wine and going on Fashion Nova. And that's why I have so much stuff. And that's why now I'm looking at my money like, bitch, you tried it. But anyway, that's all I've been doing. And I've been trying to meet my neighbors. It's some nice ass cars in the garage. I'm happy to go home and not be fighting for parking spots. That's such a blessing. And if you don't have to go home and fight for a parking spot, count your blessing.
I remember when I was with I was part of that life at one point. And it's you really just sit in your car for a moment because you've parked so far.
You might take a nap.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I'm going to make this journey. And this is why I'm out of breath.
Yeah. You take your shoes off and then you hike.
Yeah, you take that hike and that's your workout, and then you make excuses, and it's just a vicious cycle. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. I'm happy to be done with that. I have to go to Texas in a couple weeks for my friend's gender reveal. I'm so excited. I don't even like babies like that much that aren't my family members, but she's like family, so I'm excited. I'm going to DC next weekend. I wasn't going to go, but it's one of my best friend Marcel's birthdays. I've never been to visit him, and he's been to visit me a couple of times because he lives in Hagerstown. There ain't nothing out there. So he's like, I'd rather come to you. But I'm like, I'm going. You turning 30. We're turning up. It's our homecoming. So impromptu visit, I'll be there. And then I want to sit my ass down.
Kiki.
Not leaving Atlanta until Christmas after that.
I want to sit my
unless
ass
I'm getting
down.
flued out. I'm fucking tired.
I'm tired.
I got bags.
I got bags under my... Yeah, okay. I was like, are you talking about your bags you're in your pad?
I'm missing eyelashes. I need my eyelashes done. I haven't even had time to do that shit. And
bitch, I still have my live show hair in. It needs to come out.
Why does it have to come out?
Because it's starting to get the fuzzies. And I can't sleep.
You just gotta adjust it. Oh, it's too tight.
You just want to sleep? Like...
Yeah. I mean, I got mine in. It's gonna stay, though. It ain't going no fucking way.
Tomorrow, then.
Oh, okay.
I downloaded every dating app. A bitch about to be out here dating.
Is this somebody from an app?
No, it's actually not. The niggas on the app is not really...
It's hard. You see what I'm saying.
What's going on here, guys?
But I'm going to keep hope alive because maybe there's a diamond in the rough. Maybe somebody else is going through something. They're like, okay, I'm just going to try it. I don't want to. I'm actually normal. I know how to take a woman on a date. We'll see. I don't know. But anyway, that's what's been up. Okay, we do have a guest today, so let me stop rambling and get to weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
So, weird sex this week. Have you ever heard of a rainbow kiss?
I have not.
Okay, me either. So I honestly thought it might have been you just kiss a bunch of gay people. And that's why it's called rainbow kiss. I didn't fucking know. So a rainbow kiss.
Let me guess.
Okay.
Is it where you're going to kiss and then you take your tongue and just lick over their lip?
Like a rainbow? Nope.
Okay.
You have another guess?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So a rainbow can't fucking talk. A rainbow kiss is a little bit more colorful. So when you're on your period... Y'all are going to be like, this bitch and this period sex. When you're on your period, your partner will give you a little oral action. And the article that I read in honor of our guest, they said that a 69 position, is a good one to do it in. You can suck his dick or eat her pussy, but you're on your period and you come together or you try to come together and basically you're swapping the semen and the blood.
I am a nasty bitch and we all know that. That shit.
It's important to remember to know your partner's status. To get tested and to make sure that you're not swapping diseases with the blood and the semen. But it says something if you can do it. That means you're very comfortable. They said something about accepting your partner and their body. And that includes their fluids and the natural things that come. Now, I'm a nasty one, too. I'll try some things. And I know I said I wouldn't lick an ass. Well, I have. But it's just like something about the blood. Well, I can imagine the blood being in my mouth. And it's coming from my body. And this is TMI, but like blood clots and shit. I just wonder how all of that works together. But you swap that shit. Think snowballing is what it said. Like in the first couple of lines of the article. And it's blood and semen. And that's a rainbow kiss. So if any of you guys are into the rainbow kiss, I would love to know like what it tastes like. What it feels like. Did it bring you guys closer? Because it kind of feels like a little bit of voodoo, honestly. Like you are casting a spell on somebody. I don't want to fuck anybody's head up who might be like, I'll try that nasty shit.
But
I've never heard of that.
I actually just quit sex. I quit. I will do a lot. squeezing my blood out on your face.
Well, they said that sometimes, something about it happening, like if you start your period during sex, which could happen, and like they just embrace it.
Wow.
That's like new level comfort that I don't know that I want. I feel like if somebody wanted to do that, you can lick up the blood, but don't put it in my mouth. I don't want it.
I don't want it. Yeah.
Period, spit, and semen. So that's what the weird sex is. Rainbow kisses. If you guys go out there and try a rainbow kiss, you can let me know anonymously. I would love to share your experience on the show.
Please.
If you've never heard of it and you're like, I really need to up the ante, try it. Let us know what's up.
Wow.
And that's it for weird sex. So this week we have a guest.
We got a guest.
Dr. Wendasha Jenkins Hall. How are you? The sensible sexpert.
Yes.
Hey, girl.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good.
We're good. I probably turned people off from what I just said, but I just thought it was so fascinating. I was like, I could tell the story about some people who were probably on 90 Day Fiancé who were in Ecuador and fell off a balcony when they were having sex, but they fell to their death, and I felt like that was a lot more morbid than this. And it's almost Halloween, so it's feeling very vampire-y.
So, Dr. Wendasha, are you into rainbow kisses?
I will say no, I'm not.
Okay.
It's not something that I have ever tried or want to try, but I know some people who have.
Wow.
What did they say about it?
They
liked it? Or they just tried it?
Well, I know some pretty kinky people. Mm-hmm. So it's like they were like, okay, they decided to just try it one day. They said it wasn't all that bad because it wasn't really that much blood.
It wasn't day one period.
Yeah,
it wasn't, blood clot period.
Yeah, it wasn't like blood clot.
Just a little. It's just a little coppery.
Yeah, like pennies.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, so
it's like biting your tongue.
Yeah. Like a little trickle.
I can't imagine. Okay. So you're the sensible sexpert on Instagram, but we've had some different sexperts. What is it that you do exactly?
Okay. So, that's like a long story. So, professionally, I actually am a researcher. Mm-hmm. So I
tilt your mic up just a little bit.
The actual, yeah.
Yeah. So
like the gray part.
The actual gray part. Like just lift it up.
Okay.
You can hold it.
Like this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
okay.
Now we can hear you better.
So professionally, I am a researcher. I do sexual and reproductive health research. But the sensible sexpert really is all about bringing raw, honest, just truthful, sensible sex education for Black women and femmes. And the reason why I decided to do that, because I was doing all this research and I would get a lot of questions that I thought, being a sex educator, I thought was kind of like common sense. And so what happened was I would keep getting these questions and people keep asking. I was like, well, let me just start a platform where I can just answer all types of questions outside of my everyday work.
Yeah.
Because I was researching HIV/AIDS, all those different things, but people were just asking me like, oh, like more recently, like, okay, my vagina smells funny. What does that mean? Or like I did a post about the proper way to wash your vagina. There's people were asking me all these questions. And I think it started when I was actually in grad school and I was talking to a group of women and they really didn't know how you got pregnant.
What? How old were they?
Yeah.
What do you mean they didn't know how they got pregnant? Did they grow up in an Amish community?
So yeah, I was very shocked by that. But what happened was that they didn't understand their menstrual cycles. So they were thinking that I can't get pregnant because I just got off of my period. So what they didn't know is that when you start having sex after your period, you're going into that ovulation, so you're more likely to get pregnant. But they didn't know that. So yeah, it surprised. Like I know they didn't even know how their own vaginas look. So I was like, okay, I think that we need to start having some conversations.
Yeah.
So that's how I started off, and I wanted it to be, relatable and accessible, because I know some people when they think about sex education, it'd be out there like, oh, we about to do some kinky BDS type stuff, and we're gonna have dicks and pussies all in your face, and everybody didn't want that. So that's really how I started my platform, just to answer questions that my friends were. I don't want to put my friends out there, but people were asking you. Yeah.
A sensible sexpert. Well, before we delve more into this conversation and getting to know you, we like to play a little game here at Cocktails. Mm-hmm. A game that, if the alcohol doesn't get you loose, well, the game will. So it's called Would You Rather?
Okay.
I'm ready. Medina poured the drink, so I feel like we will be loose. And it's tequila.
I mean, I really have a heavy hand, huh?
You do.
Yes, it's strong, but we good. We good.
It's like, we're not at the club, but okay.
Okay. So this one. If you died,
Oh, goodness.
would you rather your family go through your text messages or your pictures on your phone?
Ooh, they both bad.
You know what? Damn. I would say my pictures on my phone because I'm kind of petty in my text messages. So it's probably something about one of them in there. So yeah, my pictures.
What about you, Key?
It's a toss up. It's a nasty.
What's she doing, porn?
I mean, that's
you
what it's gonna
doing?
look like. But then the stuff that my mom has already been through my text messages before, like way back when. That was a huge. Probably text messages. It's probably easier to the videos and the text. I don't know. Flip a coin.
Yeah, flip a coin. I'm just gonna leave a note for the bestie and be like, look, let him know.
Okay, can you delete this shit? Can somebody delete this shit? I know I've sent my
Put that
password
in the
out
wheel.
before.
Say when I die, delete all my stuff.
Okay, if you don't hear from me for 72 hours, just delete it. And if I'm alive still, I just have to take that L. Okay, would you rather your guy? Medina came up with the would you rather question.
Okay.
Would you rather your guy drive a Tesla or a G-Wagon?
I was just thinking I saw them both go by.
A Tesla. I would say a G-Wagon.
Me too.
I would say
Yeah,
a G-Wagon.
a G-Wagon.
It
It's
seems
just
more manly.
sexy, yeah.
Like it sits up high.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather be cheated on and find out or be cheated on and you never find out?
Oh, goodness. Honestly, I would rather be cheated on and find out. Because I think because then you can kind of get to the bottom of the issue and you can have a little bit of closure. But then if you get cheated on and you don't know about it, your man and the side chick can be out here laughing at you, making you look stupid, and everybody and their mama can know, your side man, they can know what's going on and you don't, and everybody's like, oh, she getting cheated on and she don't know. So I think I want to get cheated on and find out. That sounds so bad.
I want to find out too, so I can get my what's it called? I can't think of the word. Revenge. Or whatever I decide to do. I might want to seek some revenge. I might want to fuck him up. I might be able to move past it, depending on what kind of cheat it is, what the circumstances were. What would you pick, Medina?
You know, I thought about this and I'm actually torn because I literally just went through a situation where I asked someone to be honest with me about something, and I actually am not sure if I was ready for the honesty.
Oh.
Yeah. So I actually don't know. I really have to ponder on this because I don't know.
But at least you know.
At least, you're right. And I actually don't want to be that dumb bitch because we all know that one dumb bitch and everybody's like, dang, she's all nice and doing everything for him. And he got 6 bitches on the side. Y'all don't know that? Y'all don't know her?
I shook my head because it's making me mad. I'm trying to stay calm. We already drinking
I
tequila.
know
We
that
don't
a
need to
baby
get
might
piped
pop
up
up
in
on
here.
you.
A baby, a whole fucking family, a wife. Okay, let me not fall down that rabbit hole. Okay, next. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll do that one. Would you rather find out your significant other has a secret wife or a secret child?
Ooh.
I know what I would pick.
That is...
Damn.
I really want to know what y'all are going to pick because they are looking so perplexed.
Oh.
You got your
I
answer,
forgot
Doc?
the camera. Sorry, y'all. We won't have video this week.
Because I'm trying to, it's so funny because I'm actually married and I discuss this with because I tell him all the time, I think you got a secret child out there somewhere. Because I would say a secret wife though, because then that means I'll be the side bitch. So I guess a secret child. I would say a secret child.
Unless he had another identity. I saw this movie on Lifetime one time.
Here we go. Go into a whole...
And there was a pilot and he did have like another one because he stole another identity and married this whole other woman in a different state. But I think I would go with a secret child too, because maybe there's a possibility that you don't love the mom and you just have the secret child and you've been taking care of the child and we can still save our marriage. I feel like if you have a whole secret wife though, it's like...
Wait, you're married already? Tim, with the secret wife? I just assumed we were dating and you were married.
Oh.
I guess either way, because I was thinking about the Lifetime movie. Stole that. Either way, I feel like...
Still the child.
I feel like still the child because like, okay, it's the baby. We gotta love the baby. But like maybe you don't really fuck with the mom like that. And so we can still... But if you really like love the wife... what are we like? Now we gotta. Now it's
because they rarely leave their wife.
I would
Yeah,
rather.
they rarely leave their wife.
I would rather him have a secret wife than a secret child because it is going to fuck me up to know that you kept this whole child that you created. Not somebody that you chose, but somebody that you made. You kept him a secret. I could deal with a kid, but the wife, it's like, you kept this child from me? Oh, that would fuck me up more. Yeah.
People, the fact that like we're just doing a would you rather, but there are people that actually have had this happen.
Yeah, that is true. I know some people who their significant others, they didn't find out about the child until later on in the marriage, but the husband didn't know about the child. So you have
that's
all
different.
of those different.
I mean, a secret child that
we talking about you actually know.
You know,
well,
and you
wiring
money.
For me. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know that's
sneaking
that's,
out.
That's
you got a work
deadbeat.
trip, but it's really your weekend
type.
with the baby.
You with
no,
your
fuck
whole
that.
baby. You with Junior. Junior
Junior
is
is 17.
Oh, damn.
And we've been together 6
I'm thinking
fucking
like
years.
toddlers.
I'm thinking we
She's
about to get
17.
married, and now all of a sudden you have a best man. I'm thinking it's your little cousin,
And that's
nephew, and that's your child. Now I'm a stepmama, and I wasn't even prepared. I couldn't even get him a nice little gift.
Back in the days, that's how it was. A lot of our granddaddies had whole families on the side, and they show up at the funeral, and you don't know about it until
That
then.
was me.
Oh,
But no,
sorry.
it's okay. It was. But my other grandfather, if I ever found, I mean, he's still alive. If I ever found out he had a secret family, that would be heartbreaking. The other one, that man was a Rolling Stone. Everybody knew he had a bunch of kids. I mean, I get it. He was a handsome man.
My dad has a bunch of kids. Next one. Girl, mine too. Would you rather throw up on a dick or poop on one?
Throw up on one.
Definitely.
Definitely. Like,
First of all, I don't want to be anywhere near a position to where I can poop on a dick. It don't need to be back there. Y'all know how I feel. And I've thrown up on one, and I bounce back. It's fine.
I think I would actually rather poop on one.
I bet you would.
I do. I don't like throwing up on dicks. Like, it's just like, now my breath stinks. I really like to kiss. I gotta.
What you gonna do with the dick when the poop
Yeah.
is on it? You gonna clean it up, or
you gotta stop everything. Like
is on
everything.
it,
It's
you
gonna
don't
be funky,
know
a different type of
until
you're
done.
till he pulls it out, and it's like, it's a little
What's-
funky.
It's a
Somebody
little
pass
funky.
gas.
And then
My sheets are dirty.
He just goes,
Now we have salmonella
puts
and
his
E.
dick in the
coli.
sink and like
And wash
washes
off?
it and rinses it off.
You need to get your ass in the fucking shower.
Yeah,
Fuck the
like that's a
sink.
shower
Okay.
thing. I would rather throw up because you can kind of play that off like, oh, that was just a little extra.
Sometimes you can catch it.
Yeah,
and
you
just
can. You can catch it and
take
go,
it like
yeah.
a nasty shot of cheap liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
but
you're
then
in
if you do
college.
like one of those belching burps, and
Oh,
then
I've done that, and I catch it. Well, not every time, but
the older I get, it's really hard for me not to throw up on a dick.
it is. It's like, what the fuck happened
It gets
to our
harder.
throat?
It gets harder, and your jaws start, locking and stuff. It gets harder as you get older. I don't know why.
Even when I'm brushing my teeth, sometimes it's like, well,
Yeah,
hold on, am I about to have to start
Oh.
over? I've been brushing for 3 minutes, and now I gotta start
Yeah.
over. Is this gonna drain out the sink?
Yeah.
It's gotten to the point now where like you start. I'm great at giving head, push my head down, but I gotta stop. And be like, are you all right with a little throw up? Because it's probably gonna happen. Whatever your answer is, that depends on how good this head is gonna be.
I don't know how we're so good when we're young, but as we get older, it's like, no, we can't.
I don't want to
I
get
think
old.
our bodies start falling apart. Okay, last one. Would you rather meet someone in person or on an app / I'll add online?
In person. In person, because I could really see what I'm getting. Because some of those pictures on those apps are not truthful.
People have mastered
Yeah.
angles.
Yeah, angles, lighting,
Other people's
filters.
pictures.
Yes,
And I will honestly say the apps, now that I've downloaded all of them, I have put nothing but like professional pictures on there. And now I'm actually nervous to meet people because I'm just so hype about the pictures that.
Like when you get good pictures, like I
Yeah.
gotta put.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
I
them.
look good.
But then I'm like, well, dang, my ponytail and stuff is coming out this week. So it's like when I go on these dates next week, are you going to be like, well, where's the bitch in the picture?
yeah.
I'm gonna be like, well,
Here I am.
this is
All
me in my
me.
natural state.
Yeah, so I'd rather in person because then the pressure's not there. The pressure's not there to say I have to look exactly like, or that person has to look exactly like they're on their app. So yeah,
That was great.
Okay,
that was a good round of Would You Rather.
You had some good
I had a
questions. You
lot
should
on
be
my
in charge in
mind.
that. Yeah, I see. All right, so I came up with a couple of different things for us to talk about, and a lot of these are actually based on the advice letters that we get. So I was like, let me go read through some of these, see what the people asking. We get a lot of the same questions, and Fuckboy Fall is here.
yes,
dog.
yes.
It started,
But it's not fair because you don't really understand because you're married.
Oh, but that doesn't mean that
Fuckboy fall is in full effect, and it is coming harder than it has ever come before. And if you got the premium package of the premium fuckboy package, right?
What's the premium fuckboy package?
The premium fuckboy package means you are now about to become vegan. You jogging through Buckhead. You trying to change your whole life because this nigga fucked your life up. The premium fuckboy package, it fucks up. You know when Beyonce's like, you fucking up my grind now. Mm-hmm. That nigga came in and really just like Hurricane Katrina your whole shit. That's the premium fuckboy package.
Okay.
You did some damage.
All right. Wait, let's back up.
Yeah.
Okay, not the premium fuckboy, but just a regular fuckboy fall. Like, what is that? I was trying to think, like, what makes someone a fuckboy? I know we've talked about it a million times, but it's like new things be happening.
I had this conversation last night on live. Everyone was like, what do you think a fuckboy is? My definition of a fuckboy is you are fucking with my feelings. Okay. You have, if it's a little fling and we're doing a little stuff and you do some fucked up shit, okay, cool. But when you start to lead somebody on and you're fucking with someone's feelings, to me, you're a fuckboy. Mm-hmm. You have led me down this road to think something that you knew all along was never happening.
Yeah. I wrote down what I thought, and it's basically that. Like, you come around, you're doing your little thought-tivities while I'm thinking that I've got somebody good. I've got a winner.
Like, you're actually treating me right.
But really, it's just all an act because you were bored. You maybe are going through a midlife crisis. You just went through a breakup, or you're just trying to collect bad bitches, or even some regular ones. I mean, I don't understand why people do it. A lot of time I think it goes to ego and lack of home training, honestly. It's just very frustrating. I hate the shit.
I'm honestly starting to wonder if it has something to do with mental illness, and I'm not even trying to be funny.
And it also is a lack of accountability for
Yes, that's the main thing.
So when you bring it to them, they are not accountable for what they've done, and they're not honest about what they've done. They try to, what we call gaslight, and make you seem like you're crazy.
Speak on it. My legs are twitching.
Bringing all of that to them. So yeah.
It's like, nigga, you hurt me. And I want to talk about it. And now you're acting like I'm a psychopath because I'm bringing it to you. But you did this.
Not only did you hurt me, you actually loved me for a moment, what I thought, and then you Mortal Kombated my heart out of my chest, threw it in the dirt, the clay dirt that is red. You rolled it around like you were baking some bread. You kicked it up, juggled it a little bit, ripped it, spit on it, did a Harlem shake, and then handed it back to me. He was like, "There we go.
Now eat it and be happy. And don't come to me and complain about shit.
And don't try to have a conversation, try to understand what was going on.
If you don't like it, you can go.
Yeah.
I want to go upside your head. How do you... Okay, maybe you have some good tips.
I'm so sorry, doctor, because we have really just let out all of our pain. I personally feel like I have been victimized by fuckboy
you
fall.
Have definitely been personally victimized.
I have been personally victimized, and I'm mad.
And you have a right to be mad.
And when you feel that way, like, sometimes it's like, I can keep my cool for a long time. I got a lot of patience, right? I can keep it in. I try to evaluate, is this something I even need to bring up? Like, can I get over it? Am I going to be mad in 3 days? If not, I don't need to bring it up. Let me vent, get it out, and move on. But when I start wanting to get violent, and this is why I feel like. So it's like, what are some good tips for when you feel that urge in your wrist to, like, fuck some shit up? How do you just calm down besides deep breathing exercises? Because I sometimes drink liquor and that only makes it worse.
You can masturbate. Touch yourself.
I do that. That's a good one. Okay.
Yeah, touch yourself. And there's nothing wrong with
charged up.
But I will say there is nothing wrong with yelling and screaming. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that because you need to get that anger out.
Okay, but what about I got to let something out?
You want to actually hit somebody?
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't say hit nobody because you don't want to you don't want to go to...
I've done that before.
You don't want to go to jail. Grace of God,
I wasn't going to jail. I was just thinking about getting hit back.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's...
Because I want to hit the person who did it.
You don't want... So, I would even
say... That's why I got to stay to myself.
Don't put yourself in even in their vicinity.
Well, you really have to go deep in your mind because you start to understand how these women end up on Snap.
Yes.
When somebody fucks with your feelings to that extent, you really start to understand how I just ran you over with the car.
My mom used to always tell me, messing with people's feelings will get you killed.
It will get you killed.
And so you have to have within yourself, if you can come to that moment, like, okay, I don't need to be in your space. You don't need to be in my space. And sometimes you have to give yourself time to not have that answer that you want right then. Because a lot of times when we're hurt, we want to be like, well, damn, how dare you? You need to tell me now what the deal is.
Yeah, I do that.
But you have to you have to give it some time because you at that time are probably not going to be able to receive that answer, whatever it may be. So you have to give yourself some time and some space. Go to your house, scream, try not to break your own shit. But don't bust no windows out nobody's car, but just really sit and calm yourself down. So if you need to take that drink, if you need to touch yourself or do whatever, and then come back to it a couple of days later. But don't answer no calls from him or whoever, because that's what can get you triggered.
You know what triggers me, though, is when I guess it's not a trigger, it just happens. When I ask the question, because usually when I ask the question, I do get the answer, I just fall into tears. But that's okay. I don't mind the crying part, because that's a part of the thing. Once I get all cried out, it's like, okay, bitch, you can bounce back. But when you sit there and you continue to like be in my face, you won't tell me or you lie, and I'm giving you the hard proof right here. Like, it's no reason to lie. Like, tell me, because I'm trying to understand so I can move on. Like, this door, I want to close it, but I can't close it because I can't figure out what's going on because I don't know what's in your head. That's the shit that makes me want to hit somebody. And so that's the hard part. So even when I come back 3 days later, 2 weeks later, whatever, it's like, it's just so hard to like close it when you don't really get that closure, I guess.
And the hard part about it is that sometimes we don't get that closure. Not right then. I've had a situation where I was dealing with a dude and I didn't hear back from him or get quote unquote closure until almost a year later after it was over and done with. So I understand you want to know right then and there, but if he's not ready to give it to you, what can you do? All you gotta do is make yourself mad. You're gonna have to move on and get over it. Because especially if you have proof.
That's what time forces you to do.
Because if you have the proof there, you already know. You just want them to admit it. You just really want them to say what they did wrong.
When I took the the 5 love languages test and then the apology language test, that's my thing. Like, I want you to admit that you did XYZ, and then I can move on.
Look, it's so crazy to hear you say that because I just recently had something happen with a man that I was involved with, and he was very honest with me. And it was like, some stuff happened, and he was honest, and I thought that someone being so open and honest with me would be like, okay, and now you're honest. And in fact, it made it almost worse. Yeah, because like you were doing things with me that you maybe shouldn't have been doing. Like you don't take people to go look at wedding rings and talk about futures together, and then all of a sudden be like, well, this is it. And but I'm being honest. Yeah, you're being honest, but like, what about my feelings? Yeah. And my thing is like, how do you know how to let women know how to like control? I don't know how to not go all the way in when that's what you're giving me.
You were dealing with a narcissist, Lord. Like, that's what you were really dealing with. And you're probably not the first woman he's done that with, to be honest. Because you have men like that. And it's kind of like, I'm not going to say it's kind of like a game to them, but some men do thrive off of making women fall in love with them. They thrive off of knowing that someone is just so into them and that they're willing to give so much to them, and they're not even going to invest that much into that person.
I know that
it's
person.
almost like a game.
Ooh, I know him.
And
come on, somebody.
Okay. I know
and that's just a person being selfish and self-centered and all about them and who they are. And so, like I always tell people, it's not a reflection on you. That's a character flaw on them. But a lot of times it hurts. It's gonna hurt.
When I tell you it hurts.
It's like, gonna hurt.
Heartache when somebody really gets you. I'm not just talking about, there's like levels to it's like levels to the heartache. And when somebody really gets in and they get you, that shit can really fuck you up.
Yeah. Yes. And to them it's a game. It's a game at the end of the day.
They thought their ass was going to the fucking league in college because they got a little scholarship at a little ass school and they never made it. So now they want to keep playing fucking games. Game time is over, nigga. It's been over. Yeah. Grow up.
But taking it as far as to go wedding ring, like looking at wedding rings, that's far. Like,
my thing is, I feel like I always meet the guys. I've been fuckboyed a lot. This is probably, like I said, this is the premium package fuckboy for me. And I feel like I meet there's different levels of fuckboy. I always meet the fuckboys that fucking are great. They're respectful. It's not like they're these niggas that you're like, oh, I knew from the jump. I didn't. You got me. Like, you literally are a con artist.
Yep. You should be jailed, honestly. I mean,
you're so respectful. Family loves you. I'm meeting your parents. Like, we're doing all these things that look like it's like I'm not a dumb bitch. I'm not one of those girls where you're like, okay, girl, now you telling the story and this was done. You should. And I'm just like, how do you protect your heart, doctor?
they play a role. So I would ask, so how long are you with them before you find out that they are a fuckboy?
We were almost at a year.
Oh, goodness.
I'm fucked up.
And there were no signs that they were fuckboyish or anything. That was a con artist then, who you were dealing with, because typically you'll see some signs. They'll start being unreliable. You'll start seeing little red flags. But in that case, that person was a professional con artist. They really, really were. And I would not be surprised if there was another woman involved. I'm not telling you to go look for the other woman.
I found her.
But
I would too.
You said you found her? It was another woman involved? So yeah, so a lot of times when that happens, there is another person involved.
And that's when I call another friend who has no problems doing the things that I want to do, that I know I get in trouble. And I got to stop doing that shit. I haven't done it in a while. That's why I got to keep to myself. That's why I sit at home watching my shows, drink my wine, because I can't control my emotions sometimes. It's just so hard. It's like you fall deep for this person, you really care about this person, and they fuck you up, whether they showed you signs in the beginning or they didn't. Because sometimes it is a long time, you think this is a good person, and then you're in so deep. And if you decide, like, okay, we can work through this, and then they start going back, like, sometimes that's the situation that I wind up in. And then other times it's like I find out, I confront them, it's over, but it's still like I wasted so much time that I can't get back. And I'm no spring chicken anymore.
She said spring chicken.
You know, I'm getting up there
I
in
don't
age.
get mad. I get sad. I get very sad because I love very hard.
And it's all about, even like, so like I tell people, it's all about your intentions when you're dating. So if you don't really care, if you're just out there having fun, then being a fuckboy doesn't even matter. But it really is about putting your intentions out there from the beginning. And a lot of people don't do that, like putting your intentions out there and asking questions often. Because we tend to get caught up in the relationship. We think everything is going so well, but we really never ask that person, where is this relationship going? Like, well, you probably did. Like, y'all was looking at
my situation is
wedding rings. Yeah, you're that anomaly. Like, he was just,
I need to get baptized. And I feel like I feel like God is like, well, bitch, I'm trying to get your attention. And so now I had to jump into your relationships and
I also ask like people like, so how soon are you having sex sometimes? Because sex sometimes, you know,
right, now listen, it's our show. You're not pro shit on us on the show.
I've done it both ways.
Okay.
Where I had sex real quick and where I waited a while.
Okay. And
the time, and this is why I'm like, let me just jump in. Because at least I got, you know, some good times in. But when probably like the 1 out of the 4 times I waited. I waited a long time. Like, I was really trying to like build a friendship, get to know this guy. I'm talking to him. And then I felt so stupid because I'm like, I talked to you about things that I've been through once I got more comfortable. And I just felt like you took that and you just manipulated me. You are a classic a master manipulator. You took everything that I told you about the things that I had been through, the problems that I had. You pretended to be a friend. Then you pretended to fall for me. You pretended to want to be with me. You pretended that we were in a relationship. And then next thing I know, you in another relationship. Like, what the fuck? That's just not cool. And I waited to have sex with him. And the sex wasn't even good. I just liked him. So I like made it good in my head because I cared about him. And it was like, well, we can work on this. That's like such a small part. Like, I love everything else. Fuck him.
And I always tell people also, sometimes when you're in this relationship, I know when I was dating, I always got this gut feeling that something just was not right. And I tend to see that people ignore that gut feeling. Like, okay, yeah, it may seem like it's going good. And, you know, when things are going good, we don't want to bring up any issues. But there's always that gut feeling to let you know that I probably need to check in on this, or I probably need to pull back or do something. Because like I said, when we're in these relationships, when we're with these different men or different people can play a role for a long time. Because I know Steve Harvey was like, oh, you wait 90 days and all that stuff. That's
Fuck
BS.
the 90 days.
That's BS. When my cootie cat gets warm and it's ready to hug you, that's when I do it.
I'm not watching the calendar.
With the whole like waiting to sleep with somebody thing, if I sleep with you the first night we meet, or I sleep with you 90 days later, that's if you still are leading me on from day one when I fucked you, and now you're like, whenever I sleep with somebody soon, if I feel like we had a connection, I fall back because I don't know what's gonna happen. If that happened and we were attracted to each other, I kind of fall back and see what the guy's gonna do, even though that's childish as fuck. We like each other. We like each other. I'm gonna see what you're gonna do. If you're pursuing me still, okay, cool. Cool. You don't care about that we slept with each other that long. That doesn't mean that since I fucked you soon that you get to just stomp on my, do a whole fucking
I don't believe in the
Delta stomp on my feelings, my nigga.
Like, Delta stomp. Oh, duck walking all over your feelings. But no, I don't believe in the waiting thing. So you have sex when you feel like you're ready to have sex. So whether that's day 1, whether that's day 90, day 100, or whatever. But just keep your eyes open and be mindful of what you're doing. That's all I would say. Because some dudes can use... Fuckboys are good at sex. That's one thing I have come to notice. They are great at sex. They are great at digmatizing. They are great at giving you the greatest sex ever to keep you blind to all their toxic, like just being toxic and selfish.
They put a spell on you.
Yeah. They're really good at that. And so when you catch on,
from hell.
and when you catch on to this nigga probably ain't about, he gives you some more good sex and keeps leading you on.
He might do something nice.
Yeah, he might.
The sex, like a little thing.
Something nice.
He might take you to dinner. He
take
might
you to dinner. He might buy you jewelry. He might be paying your bills. He might fucking fly you places. This nigga might be doing I am so mad. I'm so sorry. This is so personal.
He had a whole nother woman.
No, he didn't have a whole nother woman.
I'm about to say
this scenario, and I'm still trying to like decide, do I want this to be my cocktail? Because it's like the fuckboy thing at first, it was funny, Doc. It was funny. It was. We laughed. We made a
joke about it at the live show.
We made a joke about it at the live show. Until this shit, I became a victim on my fucking birthday. I spent my birthday crying my eyes out over a fuckboy. And I'm just like, so like, this shit is like really like, it's not funny. I feel like men are selfish and they really don't consider our feelings, and I don't appreciate it. I don't understand. I've been the woman who like, maybe I do have like a couple of different guys that I'm dealing with, but what I don't do, I don't take your feelings and just like be like, I don't give a fuck. Even if I hurt you, I'll talk to you about it. We can get your feelings out to me and let me explain to you. I don't just like cut niggas off and be like, I don't care how you felt. I do care how you felt.
And so he basically you said he was honest, well, quote unquote honest with you. He was
honest, and then that was it. It was honest, and it was like, you're telling me you love me. I'm telling you love me. We're sitting here planning a future. And then all of a sudden it's just like, that's it. And it's hard because I'm not telling you the story, and I'll tell you the story off air. But it's just like, I don't understand how you can say that you love somebody and then just be like, and now done. This is it. And now I'm not talking to you. That's toxic
as fuck.
Yeah, that's toxic. And that's some shit that he needs to deal with. That's some stuff that in his background that probably got him this way. But like I said, that's not on you. That's no fault of your own. I don't know this man, and from the way it sounds, whoever he's moved on to probably would deal with the same shit that you're dealing with. So that's some toxic character flaws that he has to deal with. And it's not fair. It's not fair to anybody.
It's so not fair.
It's not fair to anybody.
And I think that's the hard part that makes it hard to get over. Because even when you do realize it's really not me, it was him. Yeah. It's still like, okay, well,
but
I'm still the one that's
you're still hurt. Yeah, you're still
the one that's sitting here crying, and you get to move on, and you get to do whatever the fuck, and your life is the same, and now mine just feels like it got dumped out. Like I dropped my purse in the middle of Peachtree Street.
Yeah.
And I'm scrambling with the crackheads to get my little dollars and my debit card up before somebody tries to scam me.
He's going to be that way until he crosses the wrong chick that will fuck his life up.
That's when you need a friend that,
like, literally, that will fuck his whole entire life up.
This dude fuckboyed me, right? And I probably told this story before, but he fuckboyed me. I was so hurt. This was back in the Roma days. If you're from Atlanta, you might remember. I went to the club. I thought me and my girls were having a good night. I'm thinking I'm getting over it. I'm trying to bounce back. They're like, get out of the house. Get out of the house. I should have never went there because we used to go there together all the time. That's the problem. I got to stop going to the club with these niggas. Because we be like in the same places. We in there turning up together. It's all good until it ain't good. So he was there. And he had another girl with him. I wasn't over it. My friend, I didn't even ask. they don't care, then it's like we see each other and you are still like, oh, I'm just going to be all hugged up with this bitch in the spot we used to be in. Now I'm sitting there. I'm upset. I'm sad. I'm drinking all the Hennessy at the section. I'm drinking the tequila. Bitch, if you got some vodka, I don't even like it. I'm drinking that too. It's time to go. So my friend saw how hurt I was. I think I have an eyelash in my eyeball. But my friend saw how hurt I was. Her crazy ass. She decides, fuck this. We're going to do something that's going to hurt him. So we go outside of the club. She was like, well, I don't want to fight him, so I'm just going to do something that's going to piss him off later. She keyed that nigga's car in front of the club, and it was like, we left early, so most people are inside. Yeah. All you hear is, screech! And I turned her, I didn't know she was going to do this. I didn't ask her to do this. And I looked, I was like, oh, bitch, you are crazy. But he was very upset about it. We did have our closure conversation maybe a couple of years later. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, I just felt bad. I don't even know who keyed my car, but somebody ended up keying my car. And I just realized I was hurting way too many people. And I was thinking, nigga, it was me. But I'll never tell you that. And you'll never get that closure because it took me too damn long to get mine. But anyway. Okay, so let's shift for a second so we're not so sad. Because I'm about to get sad.
I really, but the shit hurts though.
It does.
I want people to. It's okay to hurt, and I think like women get the idea. It's like, okay, we're supposed to be so strong, like these things. No, this shit hurts, and the shit is wrong. At the end of the day, it's wrong, and it should not happen. It should not be happening because men are not held accountable a lot of times for their actions when they do these things. And so if nobody's holding him accountable, if he keeps leaving a trail of broken hearts, like I said, eventually the shit's going to catch up with him. Some woman's going to come along, fuck his life up. Like I said, my mama say, fuck when people feelings get you killed. I'm not saying the man going to get killed. I hope that never happens. I hope he don't end up on an episode of Snap. But that's what happens because you cannot fuck over people at the end of the day. But are you going to get some real true closure from this? Probably not. He's not going to be a person. He doesn't sound like a person who's accountable. So you're probably not going to get that closure that you really need from it. And so,
when you do go through your sad phase and you listen to Lemonade 50 times, you watch the videos and you watch all the cycles Beyonce went through, and then you finally get to like a better place, right? Maybe not with that nigga, but you're ready to like bounce back. Yeah. Let's talk about cuffing season, because this is also in the same time as Fuckboy Fall.
I have started jogging.
Do you want to? You told me that. I was like, you want to run?
Yeah.
First of all, I thought I was texting somebody else. I was like, you not about to run. But then I was like, oh, it's Medina. She probably is running. What is she running? Okay,
I sure did run. I ran.
Do you want to participate in cuffing season, or you think you want to sit it out?
I'm gonna sit this season out. I think that I am going to sit this cuffing season out. And like I told y'all, I've downloaded all of the dating apps because I really want to figure out where I'm going wrong. And my mom said, maybe I'm not setting boundaries. Maybe I don't have, what did she call them? Deal breakers. Okay. And so I'm trying, not that I'm going to be out here playing with niggas' feelings. I'm going to be very honest from the jump. Even though I already was doing that, maybe there are just some things that I'm missing out. I'm not trying to be cuffed this season though. Okay. I don't even know if this shit going to be fun, but I'm going to try.
It could be therapeutic.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it'll be therapeutic.
Give you some time to process what you need to process, work on yourself, self-care, love on yourself.
Yeah. Why are you choosing to go on dates?
I'm choosing to go on dates, and we're going to be honest because we honest here at Cocktails, so I don't think about that nigga. That's honestly what it is. If we want to be real honest, and that might not be healthy, I'm choosing to go on dates so that I cannot
so you can preoccupy
him. Yeah. And it's not even like, I have other shit that I'm doing, but I feel like meeting another nigga will just make me not think about him.
That's a lot better than like cooking a whole bunch of shit and eating it all.
So how would you protect yourself from like falling for another dude who may try to come with the okie doke again?
You know the crazy thing, Dr. Hall, Jenkins Hall, or what do you want me to call you?
She told us to call her Wendasha, but we just love that she's a doctor.
I just feel better saying doctor. Yeah, I don't feel as crazy. Like me saying, people that I've talked to like, maybe put a little guard up and protect yourself. I don't live my life like that. Even though like I'm sad and this nigga got me, it's not going to make me be like, I'm still not going to love how I love. I am a loving woman. If I fuck with you, this is friendship or romantic level. I fuck with you. I go all the way in. Yeah. I don't know how to put a guard up. I don't want to put a guard up. I love that I can like open my heart up and be like, this is what you get with me. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to give you anything less than this. You show me that I can trust you. You show me that you're loyal. I'm giving you what I can give. And that is some amazing love and some great pussy.
Oh, damn.
So I don't know how to like put that kind of guard up. I don't know how, maybe I should, but like, I don't know how to fucking do that.
No, I don't think it's about putting a guard up at all, but because I always say vulnerability is a gift, right? It's a very valuable and a powerful gift, but you have to make sure that it has to be reciprocated. Mm-hmm. So whoever you with, they have to be vulnerable with you also.
Which in this circumstance, that nigga was doing that.
That's like he was a psychopath.
That's why I said I got the premium package. I got
that's some type serial killer.
On the right side, at least you didn't end up on the other side of snap.
Yeah, because
sometimes it's the men that be snapping and doing crazy shit.
Yeah,
so
like
count your blessings. That's a positive note. Yeah, silver lining.
Yeah, because
you're still here.
Yeah. That was a rare case. I feel like that's a rare case.
But you know what? Sadly, it's not that rare.
Really?
It's not. A lot of men do that. There are some crazy ones out there.
You know what? You're right. And I know one person, but I'm not going to put their business out because I know. But yeah.
Some people are just like that, and it's sad, and it's just like, who dropped you on the head as a baby? Because you've been fucked up for a long time. There's no way you just came into this. Like, something is wrong with you. Mm-hmm. For real. But as far as cuffing season goes,
are you participating?
Are you going to be participating?
I don't know that I'm ready, honestly. I feel like, and a lot of this is me, like, ignoring the signs with dating or trying to, I do put the guard up, right? Mm-hmm. And there have been times where I felt like I dated some really good, well, not that many times, but I dated a couple, like 2 really good guys. And one of them in particular, like, I kept my guard up because I was trying to protect my heart. Like, everybody advised me to do, but I felt like in doing that, it just closed me off too much, and I wasn't really expressing how I feel. I really did care about that man, but he didn't realize how much I cared because I wasn't telling him. It was always like, I give you some, and it was almost like I just had this really like sad outlook on things, like, you're gonna fuck up one day, so let me just not put my all into it because I've done that before and it didn't end well, and I'm trying to learn from this mistake. And so it's just like these cycles that I go through, and it's just like I've just been hurt so many times, whether a lot of times it is me that I'm ignoring stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But even still, it doesn't take away the fact that I end up hurt. Yeah. Whether it's me ignoring stuff or not, somebody still did that to me. Yeah. And they still continue to make those decisions to fuck me over. No matter what role I played in it, as far as ignoring stuff, you still did it, right? So I'm still feeling hurt. And I don't know if I really want to participate. I mean, I'll go on some dates. We're going to do this blind date shit. And I try to, like, have somewhat of an open mind. But it's still, like, now it's just, like, any ounce of bullshit I get, I'm like...
You about to cut them off, yeah.
It's like I don't have a whole lot of patience, and I feel like I'm still doing a lot of work on myself to get to a better place. I don't know that I really want to... I don't know if I'm ready to open up. I hope... And I hate to put this pressure on somebody else who I don't even know yet, but I just hope that I meet somebody that makes me feel comfortable again to open up, and that I can trust you, because it's like I've dated so many different types of guys who gave me so many different things in the beginning, like anything you can imagine, and everybody fucked me over. Yeah. Except for the ones I don't want. But they don't
Except for the ones you don't want. Yeah. Wait, they got to unpack that. What do you mean you don't want like them?
Some of the ones that I didn't want, that I feel like were good guys. Some of them I just felt like our goals in life didn't align. And I felt like I would have been a fuck girl for leading them along, when I know, like, your big goal in life does not match up with mine. We can't be together in the future. So I have nothing bad to say about you, but I also cannot see a future with you because it just doesn't align. And I would feel horrible if I just held on to you when you could go meet somebody else, because you are a great person. And I also don't want to be the one that fucks you up and turns you into a fuck boy. You know, it's contagious. So that's been the ones that I don't want. Or, you know, sadly, I just wasn't attracted to them. And I'm attracted to a lot of different types of guys. They don't have to be traditionally handsome, traditionally fine, or whatever. But it's like, if I'm looking at you and I'm making faces, that's not good. That's not good for you and your
making
confidence.
Faces? Like, really? Like,
I don't want to look at him.
Oh, goodness.
That's only one person, but it's just like I couldn't look at you. He had the spit collected in the corners of his
It's
mouth.
like white, like the white. I see that a lot of people.
Yes, and so it's like, okay, when you have that, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's like a actual medical condition, but I know I'm staring at it. So I just can't see past right now what's collecting in the corners of, it's something, but that's only like a couple of people. Most of them are just fucked up individuals that were fun for a minute.
Now, you're married, right?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
5 years.
Was your husband ever a fuckboy?
Yes.
And do you feel like you changed him? Is he still a fuckboy? Is he a fuck man? Like, what happened here? Because I would be lying if I didn't say that I'm praying that the fuckboy that fuckboyed me, I hope he changes and comes back.
No, he's not a fuck boy, a fuck man right now. But before me, he has dealt with a lot of women, and I'm a person who asks a lot of questions. I'm all about honesty, and I'm a person that if I ask the question, I know that I'm ready to receive the answer. So I asked him all the questions. I even asked this man, how many women have you ever slept with in your life? And so, but by the time we started dating, I think he was really ready to kind of make that change himself. So I would not say that I came along and made him change his whole outlook on life. He was ready for that. So that's why I say it's all about a change in the man. He has to change himself. We can't come in and love them to change or love them enough to make them want to love us back and give us that same love that we're giving them. So he changed on his own. So like I said, we've been together for 9 years. But I was young. He was older than me, but and I think it also comes with time and age sometimes. They have to get, you know what? Fuckboys eventually get tired of doing what they're doing.
When? Because I know some 50-year-old fuckboys.
Yeah,
this man is 45.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Every time you tell her a new detail, she's like damn.
Does it fall into the research? Wait a minute.
I got to do a new case study.
I know, right? Like 45. I was, Jesus. Does he have any kids?
Yep. They're grown, but he does.
Oh,
I'm
goodness.
mad. And I'm not going to be a bitter bitch because that's not. I don't want people to think like as we do this blind date thing. I don't want niggas to think that I'm a bitter bitch. I'm not.
Don't think that about me
I'm not
already.
a fuck nigga type of girl. I'm not going to be like fuck all these things. No, no. Y'all probably gonna stomp on my.
But I will say there are some fuck boys. There are fuck boys who are married though. So just being married don't mean that will solve your problems, because I know some who are still out there being foolish. It's all about that person. And a lot of times because I talk to a lot of men, for some reason they love talking to me, which is really weird. But it comes from like a lot of trauma that they've had, like dealing with different women. Some dudes I talk to, they've had issues with their own damn mama that they have not.
That's
even
a sign
resolved.
that I've learned to look for.
Yes.
In fuckboys. What's your relationship like with your mother, if you do know her, and like, or any of the women in your family? Because I feel like a lot of times men, while they may disrespect every woman that they ever date, they might hold the women in their family to a different standard. But when they don't even respect them, it's like, oh, I don't stand a chance in hell. So I have to rule them out immediately. Like, I don't have
also
time to
their
unpack
early
that.
dating
Go
experiences,
to Talkspace.
like
BetterHelp.
Their early dating experiences.
Niggas get their heart
shaped.
broken in kindergarten and never get over it. And it's just like, bruh, that was 30 years ago.
Yes.
And then I'm like, with that, like, do you know how many times women get their hearts broken and we just keep going? We've been getting our feelings stomped on since fucking pre-K.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to try to play footsie with Nathan Rawson, and he would like kick my knee like, stop it. And I would keep just trying. It broke my heart. It broke my fucking heart.
Girl, what?
But I kept going.
But we're taught to get over heartbreak differently, though. Like, so a man...
We're taught to deal with everything
we're taught
and just
to deal with
eat
it differently. Like, okay, well, another great man will come along. Everything will be great. Men talk, well, fuck these hoes. Go out here and, do your thing. Get as many women as you can. So they're taught differently how to deal with this. So when they continue to get their heart broken, or if they've gotten their heart broken, they never learn how to deal or cope with it. So they're going to continue to pass down whatever hurt that was given to them. And it's not our job to fix them. That's all I'll say. Like, a lot of times when we try to fix these men, it's not our job to fix them. It really isn't. Because we are the ones who end up getting hurt in the progress.
I'm not
in the
playing
process.
Build-A-Bear. Fuck that. I'm not. I'm gonna need you to do some of this
I
work on your
personally
own. Like I gotta
think
do my
that-
work on my own.
Men are very selfish. I think that
I agree.
men are selfish, and I'm starting to really see that they can just be like, well, that's that. We'll still consider a nigga's feelings who did us dirty. You'll be like, well, let me not go here because he always goes here, and I'm dating someone else
I'm
now.
gonna do
I don't want
something
him
better.
to feel. But a nigga, he don't even care.
I'll get another you.
Yeah, not even think. That shit baffles me. Sometimes I'll be like.
And that's why even when we think about cuffing season, it's so funny because I was talking about cuffing season with a few people. They was like, actually, cuffing season is quite short. Because
It is.
Yeah, because you tend to get cut off like early December, so they won't have to buy you that Christmas gift, and they don't pick back up until late February, so they don't have to buy you that Valentine's Day gift, so they'll come right back around. So it's a very short.
I must say, I've
It's
always
like when the days are short, that's when the fuckboys are out. Terrorizing the streets like little gangbangers, and I'm sick of it. They are just
they're looking for a hot meal.
They are.
Must admit that I have always been cuffed. I've always been cuffed, but this season, y'all better watch out because I'm about to be a fucking savage.
So you gonna do them like they?
No,
like
okay.
No. Well, what you mean you gonna be a savage? Somebody said
rendition.
cuffing season is 90 days.
It is. It really.
Whoever said that
It basically is. It starts now October, November, December. It's over by New Year's because the nigga fucked up at Thanksgiving. He didn't show up with your family, or he disrespected,
or he didn't invite you to his Thanksgiving, and you thought you were.
Okay, you done made
that was
plans.
another thing. I got invited to Thanksgiving.
He invited you. What? We need to put something about this. No.
Well, don't tell me to do anything because I will get to petty time 10. Okay, we can post some flyers.
So
we can let the people. Have you been personally victimized by this nigga? If you haven't, you might be careful. Like that's the kind of petty shit I be doing.
There's a group like that on Facebook. I'm not gonna put them out there.
There's another website called don'tdateemgirl.com.
And you can put okay, look, tell me about
that.
Okay,
let me end this live so that we can save the messages, y'all. I'm gonna save this live so that
there's
I
a
can read y'all's
Facebook
messages.
group, they put them out there and they're like, hey, what's the tea on this man?
Mm-hmm.
And like all the women, like it's one for Atlanta. I think it's like over 18,000. I will add you.
On the group too.
It's like 18,000 women in Atlanta in that group, and then women just
18,000? I've got some people to add.
Women just be like,
I'm gonna pull my
telling
files
all
tonight.
the
Let me add it to my reminders.
right?
Yes.
Because
like I was like surprised. I was like, oh shoot, like they be putting all the tea out there.
Wow.
Coming with all the receipts.
I came up with a little fuckboy repellent spray. And
what's in it? Sage?
Not sage. You do 2 capfuls of apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
You do half a cup of water.
Okay.
You want to light a match, put the match out in the water, get that smoky thing going, and then you want to take one of your used tampons and dip that in the water.
That's voodoo.
Well, keep going. I'm interested.
Stir everything up with your used tampon, a pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper, put a spray cap on it, shake it up, and the next nigga you meet just
goodness.
Just spray him real quick in his face. He's not gonna know what happened. Be like, this is just the new Bond number 9. And just spray it and you're good.
What you mean I'm good? He's gonna run away? Or like
he's either gonna run away. If he's an actual fuckboy, he's gonna run away.
He's gonna run away, okay.
Or if he's not too much of a fuckboy, it'll cure his fuckboyism and he will act right.
Have you tried this?
I'm gonna try it tomorrow.
Okay, well, you report back before we spray people with apple cider vinegar and period blood.
Yeah, and
bitch, we might go get in trouble. I don't want to say go to
on
jail.
The news. They're like, there are these bitches running around spraying period water.
Okay, what the fuck is going on? Oh my gosh, I don't think we can do that, Martina.
I'm doing it.
Hey, it's worth the try. It's worth the try.
Okay, wait. One more thing. Something fun. Sex. Because we didn't talk about sex, really.
No.
We went down our deep dark hole. My eyelashes
let's
are falling out. Okay, I did want to talk about sexual compatibility before we move on to the advice, because we definitely need you to help us answer some advice questions.
Okay.
Definitely. But, like, it's so important to be compatible sexually, right? But it's like when you're not, do you have any tips to help? Because a lot of people are sending us emails and they're in these relationships or they're dating somebody. It might even be a fuck buddy. And they just don't know how to tell the person, like, what it is. They know that they need to speak up. But it's like, how do you tell somebody? How do you respect their feelings? How do you introduce some kinky stuff that you want to try? Like,
so I would say if you're into, like, I hate to say dirty talk or whatever, but, you know, dropping those little sexy text messages every now and then, say, hey, I like to try this, or hey, I like when you do that. Like, it can help ease a person in, because you don't want to just jump up and be like, you know, your dick trash or your head trash or anything like that. You never want to do that. But I would say start off with sexy text messages, letting them know what you would like to do.
What's some good examples, some good starters?
Good starters.
For the text messages, because I'm good for a text message. But sometimes what happens is I'm watching The Housewives on Sunday nights, and I drink a bottle of wine, right? So then I get drunk, and I'm thinking about, like, I want to have sex, but do I want to have the same sex I've been having? No, right?
No, yeah.
So then it's like, okay, for example, I texted this dude one day. I was wine drunk. I was just like, listen, if we're going to keep fucking, I just have to tell you this. He was like, what's up? Because he even texted me all weekend. I was confused because he was out of town. Like, we're not fucking. Why are you texting me? This is supposed to be a fuck buddy. Anyway, I was like, it's got to get nastier. I feel like you were trying to be, like, too nice during sex, too calm. And it worked, because I just didn't know if he was going to get offended or not. And then I felt bad the next day because I was very aggressive, like, more than I would ever be at my sober self. But, like, what are some maybe sexier, nicer things that I can say so I don't come off like a bitch? When I'm like, nigga, the dick is not hitting right, and you're trying to treat me like a flower. Only treat me like that in public. When we get behind closed doors, like,
it's different.
So I would even say, you can even correct stuff during sex. So if he's not hitting it how you want to, you know, whisper his ear. I like you to hit this shit hard. It depends on what type of dude he is, but you can say, I like
if you're drunk or not. Yeah,
it depends on if you're drunk or not. Don't get drunk, but you'll tell him, you know, I want you to hit this like this, or I want you to let me here. Guide them, let them know. Hey, no, touch me here, touch me. Like, you have to be more vocal during sex.
Okay, what if it's not during sex?
So,
you
like
missed that opportunity.
So you missed the opportunity during sex. Like I said, don't make it awkward. Don't have a meeting. Don't call a meeting saying, hey, let's sit down and discuss sex with each other. But I will say, no, some people have tried that. Some people,
I'm not doing
some
that.
people do that.
I'm not doing that either.
But I, like I said, just like started with the text messages, because the text messages can be foreplay. So, like, well, tonight, whenever y'all meet up, I would like for you to
XYZ.
Yeah, XYZ. I like you to suck on my nipples and slap my ass while the vibrator's in my pussy or some shit like that. You could tell the tequila's kind of, I'm coming up with all these different scenarios.
This is what we love. That's what cocktails is all about. The tequila.
So like, say something like, so you do stuff like that, or say like, you know what, I want to try this position, and you can send them a picture of the position. Or
sometimes
you can
I
even
send a porn link.
But I was just about to say, like, a porn link. Is that too
aggressive?
What? No, because
if the sex has been whack, and then I send him like some nasty ass shit that I saw on Pornhub.
No, I don't think anything is too nasty, especially because I tell people you have to demand your pleasure, right? If you don't speak up, then you will be the one that's responsible for not having the orgasms that you want to have. So you have to speak up. You can't be scared of, okay, if you don't want a porn link per se, you can send a picture of the position, be like, hey, let's try this tonight. You know, I brought a new toy. I want you to try this on me tonight, or, you know, stuff like that. Or even ask them, what are some nasty things that you would like to do to make them feel like they're a part of the conversation too. So it won't be all about your pleasure, but also a little bit about theirs. So it's like, okay, so what is your fantasy? So you could do that through text message, and then, like I said, that can be foreplay, and it can lead up to whenever y'all have sex.
What you want.
Yeah.
Okay, what about dealing with the rejection of whatever it is that you want to try, and the other party is like, no? Because sometimes we get letters where people are like, okay, I want to try this, and I told my partner, and he or she was like, what the fuck? And it might have turned into an argument, or the person is like, question if they want to be. It's like all sorts of things happen. So what's a good way to deal with somebody rejecting the stuff that you want?
Well, it can really ask, okay, so what is something like, ask them, okay, so what is something that you would like to try? Like, try to come to a compromise about it.
I feel like that would just fuck with my confidence.
Because everything, you're not going to be down for everything. So say if your man was like, let's try rainbow kissing, you probably be like,
I'd be like,
hell no.
Well, you can eat it, but this is a compromise. You can eat it, but I don't want that. And I'll swallow the cum, but I just don't want to swap it.
Yeah. So like
can
I said,
you have to come
to a compromise, because you can't have sex and do something that somebody don't want to do, right? So
I get really mad when
has to be consensual.
a man doesn't like period sex. It's like, I'm just supposed to go a whole week, possibly longer, because my
Some just
period is
don't.
long.
Some just don't
That's
like. So
rude.
you come to a compromise. He may say, "Hey, how about you give me head and you can masturbate in front of me or something?" Like, you just have to come to a compromise.
I want you to do some work too, and that makes me mad.
And if you can't deal with that compromise, then that may mean that you might not be compatible sexually. That's what you really have to understand.
Yeah,
so
that's when he's got to go.
yeah,
No
but
doubt.
it really is about being vocal. A lot of people are just really scared to talk. Period. A lot of people don't even want to say what they want in a relationship or want sexually in the bedroom.
I'm past that part in life. I'm gonna
I'll
let
say
you know.
what it
and I'm gonna
is.
let you know in a sexy way. It's not gonna be annoying.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be corny. It's gonna be very sexy.
I mean, I try not to be corny, but sometimes it could come off that way. Usually
Some
they
people are
just
not
laugh.
good at dirty talk. It
I'm
does
not
come
good
off
at it.
kind of.
I actually have a book in my backpack. Shantae, the book that she wrote, How to Eat a Banana, this girl that I work with, she's come on the show. She has some really good examples in the back of her book. And so I was like, you know what? I want to try some of these. And she has stuff, like some of it's stuff you could text. Some of it's like during sex, during foreplay. I'm like, these are good examples. I just have a hard time coming up with stuff. And then I get so weird when I'm trying to be sexy. And I think it's just like, honestly, I think it's all in my head because no guy has ever said anything or like been turned off or even laughed at me, but I be feeling goofy. I just don't feel like I'm a sexy person. I'm just like so serious, and then it's like I'm drunk and silly. There's
I would
no
also
sexy.
say to even help make it less awkward, you could say something in there that you like about what they do. If you like anything about sex, like, oh, I like when you suck my nipples like this, but I would like you to try this too. Like,
I'll do that.
So yeah, so
That's
to
what we
kinda,
tell them.
Yeah, like to give a compliment first and then say, hey, but how about we try this? So they won't
If
feel
they're
like,
worthy of
damn,
the
everything is
compliment.
trash.
right.
So yeah. And like I said, the awkwardness is all on us a lot of times. The dudes don't be
I'm
worried
always
about
in my head.
Yeah, it's us in our
Always.
head. We don't want to seem like we're being unsexy, but they don't really be caring. They be like, oh shit.
And they gonna like it.
Yeah.
I think anytime where it's like, okay, I got the confidence. I might have had to drink half a bottle of tequila and a whole bottle of wine to get here. But now I'm here. I'm going to say exactly what I want. I'm going to be very commanding in what I want. And it's just like, basically, you got to do it. And I'm going to make you do it. Not in like a rapey way, but like you're going to do it and you're going to like it. And it always works out good. I don't know why I still get so nervous to just speak up. I don't know.
Because you're
I must have
concerned
been
about their
muted as a
feelings.
child.
No, you're concerned about how they're going to feel about it.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's actually my feelings.
I was
I think
gonna
I
say,
get.
I think you're actually more concerned
No,
about your
it's
feelings.
me. It's not them. Yeah, that's it. Are you gonna think I'm crazy? Is this gonna be too much? Like those are the things that I'm thinking of.
They don't care half the time.
They don't. They
really don't.
Sexy.
Yeah, it's definitely all
I
in
did
my
something
head.
the other day to a nigga where I'll be right back. Y'all gotta listen to the show to hear this.
Okay.
Where he wasn't kissing me how I wanted him to kiss me. So I was like, I'm just going to try. You know how normally I'll do the thumb trick? I have this whole thumb trick that I do, and it's just very gentle and like to the point. But this time I grabbed his face and like pouted his lips out a little bit, and I said, don't touch me and don't kiss me back. Let me show you how I like to be kissed. And he was like,
Oh.
so I had his face, and his lips were just like limp, but I still was like kissing his lips. It was so fucking sexy. It was
I'm
so
gonna have to try
sexy.
that one. I think I like that one
But you
better
gotta
than the
tell
thumb.
him, be like, don't touch
No, I'm
me.
gonna do it just
Don't
like
try
you
to
did.
guide
I'm gonna get
it.
real serious.
Let me show
like
you
I'm
how
a
we gonna do
dominatrix.
it. Yeah,
But it sounds like you're going to laugh when you do it.
No. I would psych myself up and get into character. I can get into character real good once you know I'm ready. But like thinking about it, practicing it, I'm gonna laugh. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna laugh.
Yeah, like
I
don't
be
laugh.
practicing
Don't
in the
laugh.
shower. Do you ever do that?
on the wall, on the shower wall.
So like as the water is coming down, because I like tall men, so I just pretend like the water is the man because it's coming up from so up high. I just be pretending different scenarios, all kind of stuff. I be doing crazy shit in the shower.
So do I.
Yeah, and it's just like, do other people do this? Okay, I'm glad to know that you do it. I'm always acting out scenarios. I lay in bed, I wake up at 3:00 in the morning, and I'm just like, okay, what would I do if there was a man here? And I just think about the scenario, like, how would I wake him up? How would I do this? How would I do that? And it's like, bitch, go to bed. You gotta go to work
I
tomorrow.
have a boyfriend pillow, and I talk to that nigga.
I asked for one on
A
Amazon.
boyfriend
I'm about to
pillow with an
order
arm?
one.
He doesn't have an arm, but I create one.
I just
Okay.
stack
Like
up my
curve him
pillows in my
around.
laundry. I like to throw it in the dryer so it's warm. I'm a lonely girl.
Hey,
y'all.
it's better than having a fuck boy in your bed, though.
I tell you, this has been an amazing conversation. I feel like most of it was Kiki and I like venting to you.
Yeah,
There
we
were
had to
moments
get
when
it
she was
out.
trying to talk, and we were like, but and also,
Fuck these niggas. Medina won't say it, but I will. Shit, fuck her. I'm sick of my heart being broken.
Before we move on to advice, which we are so glad to have you here to help us with.
Okay.
Because we don't have the answers, obviously.
We are going to go to Indecisive Diane, and then we will get to advice.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Okay. So, Diane, what cute little date idea do you have for us for as we enter into fuckboy season?
Hey ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. I'm gonna keep this short, quick, and to the point. So listen, there's this place. It's in Dallas, Fort Worth. It's called the Malai Kitchen. It's a Thai food place. You're gonna love it. They have light bites. They have heavy bites. They have really amazing entrees. Not so good desserts, but their main food is really tasty. So listen, here's the address. It's 3699 McKinney Avenue, Suite 319, Dallas, Texas, 75204. Go there any day of the week. They close at 10 p.m. You're gonna love it. They have a jalapeno margarita to die for. Go there on a date. It's not that expensive, but it's super romantic. Thanks, Diane. No problem, ladies. Bye.
Okay, so we're back and it's time for advice. Remember, if you guys want to ask us any questions, maybe you'll get lucky and get somebody who's qualified
Like a
to
doctor.
answer like everybody's going to get today. So email us at askcocktails, COCKTALES @gmail.com. So I have one up. And I'm glad that I tried to proofread them, but I drank tequila, so that's undone.
What's the subject? Just so I can make sure I didn't put it out.
I archived them before we reset the password, but it's besties with sexual curiosities.
Cool,
So these are some of the, I'm glad because I sent a lot of sex ones, so we didn't really get to touch on that today because we ran out of time, so good. Okay, so this one says, she said, hey, ladies, in the Indecisive Diane voice. That's not me, so I don't have it. Okay. But anyway, I absolutely love the show. I feel like I know you both. I went to the Dallas show. Hey, girl. And I took pictures with you both. The pictures, by the way, are go to the Linktree bio, post the link. Okay. I was so glad you guys were genuine and down to earth, just like I imagined you would be. Now the advice. I am 23. I'll be 24 on October 15th. Happy early birthday. I'm a fellow Libra, Medina.
Hey, girl.
I'm from New Orleans. And my best friend is 24 and a Scorpio. We have been friends for 10 years. I love her to death. I've always been the more sexual one. I've been open to trying new things, and I always vocalize these things to her. Recently, I've been thinking about experiencing sex with just a woman. I've had a threesome before. It was great, but I didn't really do much to her. She was bisexual and apparently was plotting on me from the very beginning. Plus, I loved the dick I was getting from my man at the time, so I wasn't truly worried about her needs. Still, in all, I enjoyed that experience. So I expressed these thoughts to my best friend because I tell her everything after all. She listens and tells me I should try it out, but I haven't mastered the art of picking up men yet, let alone women. So fast forward to August. Sorry, this is so long, but I want you guys to have all the info. Thank you. Okay. One of our friends had a pajama party for her 24th birthday. We get lit, play drinking games, sex games, the whole nine. We both were plotting to have a dick appointment that night, but that fell through. So when it's time to crash, we sleep in the same bed. This isn't the first time, so it's not weird. Mind you, we're both lit as fuck. We know where this is going. So she starts pushing her ass up on me and grinds her hips on me. So I start rubbing on her ass. Next thing you know, we playing with each other's clits and fingering each other. Well, we both come and fall back to sleep. Oh, only thing is, we never talked about it. Fast forward to the weekend of y'all's live show. We make it inside from getting hammered at Sidebar because we looked. Everybody was fucking from Sidebar except for me. Sidebar is where we had our after party. I mean, goddamn. Anyway, okay. We make it inside from getting hammered at Sidebar because we looked bomb and niggas was giving us drinks all night. I purposely booked us a king bed to see if it would happen again. Oh, you sneaky bitch. Because I enjoyed it. At this point, we are a little more sober because we ate, but still drunk. I was definitely plotting. So we showered and hop in bed. About 30 minutes later, I finally work up the courage to make a move. I start kissing on her shoulder and rubbing on her ass. Boom. We at it again. Neither of us gave each other head. Just a lot of fingering, kissing, titty sucking, and moaning in all caps. I know she was into it because she was soaked both times. My question to you guys is, should I bring it up? Because even after Dallas, we have never talked about it. I don't want to make it weird or make our friendship awkward. I love her to death. But I would like us to really do this. Not date, but fuck for real. Vibrators, pussy eating, everything. Should I just let it be, or should I see where her head is? And tips about giving a woman head would be great too. I've enclosed pictures of both of us from the live show. Free to look. I'm the taller, dark-skinned one. Love you guys. Hope you read my letter because I need advice soon. I'm up late masturbating from flashbacks. Damn. XOXO want to taste my best friend's pussy. Girl.
Oh, goodness.
Let me look at the pictures.
Okay.
Wow.
Y'all both look like somebody I know. Is this me? Oh, that's me. Hey, girl. I met you by the bathrooms. And that's you. In the pictures. I'm just saying.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in the picture?
She took a picture with us at the club.
At the club?
Separate.
Can I see? I was drunk as
You
shit.
were drunk because I don't even think you realized I was damn there.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I remember taking pictures of you and I was thinking, where is the fucking picture? You're not going to tag me on Instagram? Okay, the people on Instagram say don't say anything. What do you say, Doc?
Yeah, let's ask the doctor.
If you want it to go a little bit further, like she said, with the vibrators and the pussy
She's trying to get it,
eating and all,
trying to
she's
get it
trying to
started.
get it in, you gotta say something.
You do.
You gotta bring it up. You gotta talk about it, and not in an awkward way. But if you don't talk about it, it's just gonna continue to be we have to be in a hotel room with each other, drunk, and I start feeling on her ass, and then she, plays into it.
She probably wants it too.
Yeah, so just talk about it. And then just talk. You have to talk about it because I'm pretty sure at the end of the day, it's kind of awkward between you two. But I'm not saying
it's gotta be awkward, or
it
at least
has
a little
to be.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, because it's like we were drunk, we did a thing last night, but we're not gonna say nothing. But you're the one who wants to take it a little bit further and make it a full on experience. She really wants to have a full. I'm not gonna say they're not having full on sex, because they are fingering and sucking titties. And
but you're trying to up it and make it up.
But you want to add toys. You want to have the whole experience. So you talk about it. Like, hey, we've been doing this for a while now, a couple of times. Let's make this thing. Let's take it a little step further and see how we like it. Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with talking about it, because if you don't, you're not gonna get what you want.
And if you do, you might not get what you want still, but still get it off your chest.
Yeah, you have to talk about it. I will say you have to talk about it. Say something. You never know what maybe
gonna do it.
Yeah, but then you also want to just consider how it will impact your friendship.
Oh yeah,
because if you are going to,
that's your best friend.
Yeah, if you're going to take it a step further, you don't want it to continue to be just a drunk encounter between you two. Because I'm pretty sure if you want to bring it all to the table with the vibrators and all that stuff, you want to be sober for that. Yeah, and you really want to experience it in a different type of way. So yeah, you have to talk about it. I wouldn't ignore it.
I feel like that was great advice.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say,
yeah.
You gonna tell her to keep doing the same thing?
I was gonna say, well, y'all not gonna be friends no more. Just keep doing it until y'all not friends no more. But you got advice from a doctor. That's great.
No, I don't think you necessarily don't have to be friends, because it seems like if she's into it too, y'all are probably both feeling very similar.
Yeah.
And y'all are probably both scared it's going to change the relationship. And maybe you'll do it and then you realize you don't even like it, so it won't even happen again. You don't have to worry about it. But
because you're doing it anyway.
Try it and write us back a cocktail.
Yeah, let us know how that goes. So this is crazy that I printed this one out. The subject is he or is he not a fuckboy?
Oh, I'm ready.
Bitch, the fact that you had to ask, I'm going to let you know before I read this, that nigga is a fuckboy. You probably got the premium package. Hi, beautiful ladies. I love your show. I listen to it at my desk at work and it makes my day go by faster. And that's always better. I'm seeking some type of help. And this is kind of long, so I do apologize. I just turned 29 on September 24th. Happy birthday. And I'm a beautiful BBW. Back in February, I met this guy on a dating app. He's a producer, like an actual producer. I Googled him in the music industry. And he's 34. We never met because he kept saying how busy he was. Bitch, he married. Finally, one day we were on FaceTime making dinner plans that he said he would plan out. 2 hours later, he FaceTimed me and said he couldn't think of a restaurant and told me to pick a place. He childish. I got so annoyed because I'm big on if you say you gonna do something, I expect you to do it, nigga. She didn't really say nigga. I said it because I don't know if she's black or not. I just added it in there. So I told him, sure, let me find a place, hung up the phone, and blocked him. The next day, he texted me from his friend's phone, and I blocked that number too. I love block parties. Fast forward to about a month ago, he found me on IG and slid in my DMs. Oh, well, at least you know he wants to really get to know you. Yeah. We started talking. He apologized, and I said, fuck it, and unblocked him. We began FaceTiming and texting almost every day, and finally got a chance to meet up. We went to dinner and had drinks. We ended up barely touching our food and making out and filling up on each other in the booth of the restaurant like high school kids. The chemistry was definitely there. He even took me to a nice birthday dinner where he bought me a cake and some earrings. By this time, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fuck him. So I told him I was having another birthday dinner on Saturday with my girls, and then we're going out and he should stop by when we're done since he said he would be in the studio. He agreed. And I got that pussy waxed, baby. But it never happened. I FaceTimed him and texted him and got no answers. I get it. He's busy. He works for himself and he's got to get his money. But damn, make time for who you want, right? He ended up texting me Sunday morning saying he should be free later that day, but that never happened either. Like, what the hell? I'm basically throwing the pussy at him. Should I leave him alone? Or should I take my emotions out of it and just let him hit me up when he can? I need help, y'all. Thanks again. Sincerely, haven't had dick in 2 months.
Listen. Take your emotions out of it.
Yes, please, girl.
That nigga is not trying to do no serious nothing.
Out of it. Don't even get caught up in it.
And here's the thing, like, we're telling you this, don't get caught up in it, but then we're also women ourselves. I know you're going to get caught up in it. Because you took the time to write this letter, you probably with that nigga right now. You're gonna get caught up in it, but just know he is a fuckboy. He is. Yeah. I don't care if you're busy and you're trying to make some career happen. You can let someone know that.
Yeah, it's a simple text, hey, I can't make it, or hey, I'm busy.
Or a simple text of, hey, listen, I'm at a point in my life where I'm really focused on my career. I fuck with you, I like you, but I don't have time. If you still want to be on this, be on it, but I'm focused. I've had someone tell me that before. I respect that.
I've definitely told somebody that before.
And so, I would say, just don't get your feelings caught up in it. And she said she blocked them before. So if you really are a person that just can't deal, just block them again and just don't let him. You can block people on IG too. I always say that people claim they block, but they always leave side doors and back doors open so that person can eventually find them again. Mm-hmm. Just block them all. Like, don't. Clearly, he's showing you that you are just an option at this point.
And who wants to be just an option?
He wouldn't even come slide through to get birthday pussy. So,
he was probably going to do everything.
Yeah. And he probably got a woman. Like, you need to look into that and make sure that he is actually a single man.
Valid point. Probably not.
Check the tags on Instagram.
Yeah, so you need to do a little bit of investigating to make sure that you are not a side chick.
And the tiles.
Yeah.
Check for some bobby pins.
The ceiling, ponytail hair.
Strands of
Is your hair black? Why is there a blonde hair?
Why is there a scrub, a glove
You know
scrub,
you a 3C. Why is there a 4B in here?
Why?
But from the letter, it doesn't even sound like she's been to his place or anything.
I mean,
like
we were
that.
talking about our personal. Why?
Yeah, we kind of sometimes we go on these rants and we just go back and forth talking about our.
That wasn't even nothing to do with you, but just in the future, girl, because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I would start there. He probably has a woman.
Okay, I have another one. Okay, that's a good. Okay, it says bye bye or hello, bae. Okay, love the podcast.
Bye-bye. It's gonna be bye bye. Sorry,
give it a chance.
But it's bye bye like bi. So twist. Okay, love the podcast. Yada yada yada. You guys are great. You know that. Sorry, this advice letter is so long. Okay, it's not that bad. Okay, I met this guy about a month ago, and he is fine as hell. Of course he is. I mean, gorgeous face, body, all of that. He's tall and definitely a man's man. He pays, open doors, walks on the outside of the sidewalk, and came to take care of me when I was sick and looking a wreck. Okay. We have fun dates. that always result in hours-long amazing /fun/intellectual conversations. Hard to come by these days, don't I know it? On our 4th date, about 2 weeks into dating, I confessed to him that I'm bisexual/heteromantic. These damn terms. Okay, meaning we know what it means. Meaning I sleep with girls, but I don't have any interest in dating them. I feel you. He admitted that he was also bisexual.
Ooh,
Okay.
I was shook.
Twist. Okay.
I felt like Molly in that episode of Insecure. I didn't react to the news because I didn't want him to not confess anything more to me. I believe you teach people how to lie to you with your reactions. That's interesting. We'll dive into that tomorrow on Instagram Live. Okay. I played it cool and brought it up at the next date. He told me that I was the first girl he's ever trusted enough to tell about his bisexuality, and it was a huge weight off of his shoulders because he wanted to be 100% open with the next woman he dated, since he was no longer dating for fun but for marriage. Unlike me, he is full on bi and has had years-long relationships with both men and women. He says he still has the attraction but doesn't want any long-term thing with a man. He wants a wife and a family. Now, I'm no hypocrite. Sounds like you're about to be a hypocrite.
Well,
but
like you, sis, you are.
Yeah, sound like you're about to come.
Now, I'm no hypocrite, and I know insecurities will be there regardless of if your person is interested in men or women, but I'm having trouble reconciling this. I'm bisexual, and I don't cheat with women when I'm committed, so I know it's possible. The vibe between us is perfect. The attraction is there, and now we are going into our second month of dating, and he's hinting at a relationship. Meanwhile, I'm afraid to get too invested because what if he turns out to be full-blown gay or decides he wants to dabble and news breaks that my man is on the DL? Well, he can't be on the DL if he's telling you.
Told you on the...
But okay, even though I knew all along, I have watched gay/bi porn, and secretly I think it's kind of hot, but I'm not sure I'll feel the same in a committed relationship /marriage. Well, girl, you only on month 2. Chill out. Okay, ladies, here are my questions. What would you do with a fine-ass man who is ready for commitment and giving no hints that he has interest elsewhere but has passed with men? Have either of you ever dated a bisexual man or know anyone who has? Should I, and more black women, be more open-minded about bisexual dating so that our black men are comfortable coming out of the closet? Okay. Lastly, could you please find a non-flamboyant bisexual man to come on the show and or a woman who has dated bi to discuss their experience? I think that would make for an insightful episode. I think that you should send your man our way, and maybe we can do that because I don't know any. I should also state that he's not openly bi. Only his mom, previous partners, and best friend. You said he was open in the beginning. Okay. Best friend know about his sexuality. For your eyes only, here are our IG pages so you can fill me in on the level of fine assness. Okay, I'm gonna pull him up.
Yeah, like please pull him up.
P.S. Can't wait to see Medina on Temptation Island. I don't even watch reality shows, but I'll be tuning in. Also, can't wait for the live show in Cali. I'm manifesting it for you good and send us some venues.
Well, here's the thing that I just want to talk on.
Him.
I am not that black woman that's gonna be dating to help black men be open about them wanting to sleep with men. That's just not the role that I'm taking in this. I don't want to date a man that is sleeping with men. I don't. That's not what I want to do. So no, I've never done that openly. There was this one nigga that I fucked one time and I feel like he was also fucking men, but it was never expressed. He never really told me. I just had a feeling. But so I think that if you want to keep fucking with him, keep fucking with him. It sounds like you need to work on some things with yourself and figure out what you want. Because it's either you want it or you don't want it. I know for a fact I don't want that.
It's a double standard there because if you are saying that, hey, I'm bisexual also and I sleep with both men and women, and you come across a man who sleeps with both men and women, how can you say that you feel uncomfortable with that? That's just a true double standard. And if he's coming to you saying that, hey, I'm ready to have a committed relationship, then if you want to take it there, give him a shot. Because aren't you doing the same thing, saying that, hey, I'm really to have a committed relationship? That doesn't mean that turns off your attraction to other women, right? So have to. It's always like we always have this thing when it comes to bisexual men. We always think that, oh, there's just gonna be this man that's gonna come along and sweep him off his feet, and then he's just gonna start fucking just strictly men. But is there gonna be a woman that's gonna come across that you're gonna come across? You're just gonna be fucking women? Like, Hey, give him a chance. He may just.
I think you should give him a chance because you're okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I'm tired of people trying to expect black women to go on the battlefield for every fucking issue.
Everybody, it ain't nobody going on the battlefield for us.
Thank you. It's like, okay, I do think that if you feel like you have these guards up about bisexual men simply because of other people putting ideas in your head, you got to break that down. But if you really know that you're actually not interested in it, there's nothing wrong with not being okay with it. Because everybody's not okay with a woman being bisexual, even though people may fetishize it.
There's some men that are like, that shit is still cheating.
I don't like it. I don't want you fucking other women. We're not having threesomes. We're not bringing anybody, male or female, into the bedroom. I don't like it. I don't think that you should be dealing with women. I hate that you were dealing with women before. All of that. Some people don't like that shit, right? But if you're okay with him and you like him and he's expressing to you how he feels, why do you feel like he's not going to have control, but you have control? I mean, again, niggas fuck up a lot. We just talked about fuck boys. But still, he may not be that man, and he is cute, bitch. Let me show y'all him.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, bitch. Because he's actually my type.
Okay with it.
But then
he's my type. I mean, I'm going to be honest. If it was him,
if it was that nigga,
bitch, the book is open.
Who you trying to get in? I get it.
But you also got to think about monogamous relationships.
To get in.
Yeah, monogamous relationships are not the only type of relationships. You may want to have an open relationship or a polyamorous relationship. So
bitch, the world is your oyster. And this nigga, I mean, I went through, that's why I was sitting over here making noises. I was just like, oh, wait a minute. His daddy fine too?
His daddy fine?
I want the daddy.
I think his daddy.
Okay.
Oh, what's his name? Do we have his Instagram? I want the daddy.
Yes, we have the Instagram. It's in the email. Sorry, I showed y'all with Pete. Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to.
You know, like I said, give him a try. If he's the one,
bitch, if you don't want him, send him my way. Medina, send him a DM.
What's up?
This is who I want my blind date to be with.
It sounds like he's willing to give up the dick for you. So. Just take it slow. Just take it slow.
And maybe y'all might have the same type of men, and maybe you could have a little devil's threesome.
Yeah.
With, I mean, wait, it's some video. Okay,
you define your relationship,
girl. Let me stop because this is for our eyes.
He's a very, very, very.
This man is fine. I mean,
that nigga is fine.
I'm trying to be. He's fine.
He was fine. His daddy's fine. So the genetics are there.
Yeah.
He wants a wife and a family, bitch. Procreate.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to admit, sometimes looks get you a little further in life. That would get him further with me.
If
he was like, baby, sometimes I like to dabble in some booty hole. I'd be like, all right, baby, what booty hole?
The people talk about what's his IG. I'm trying to see some.
Nah,
no, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. No, can't do it. But yeah, if it is just what other people are saying, let it go. Yeah. And you don't have to tell everybody your man bisexual. Yeah. That's not their business, okay?
You don't, and that's sometimes what we forget. You tell everybody your business, and you really don't have to do that. This is a short one. I just want to do one more just because we have a doctor with us, and this is from a man, and it's going to be really quick. Okay. Last advice.
Ooh, child,
it's Mr. ABC from California. Hey, ladies. I'm a new listener to the show, and y'all help me get through my boring... Oh, wait. Did I just read this? Oh, no, I guess we help everybody get through their boring ass days with our conversations. Mm-hmm. Keep killing it, ladies. I had some advice I wanted to ask. So, just a little background. I'm a 28-year-old black male from California, college grad with an IT corporate job. I'm not cocky, but I know I am a handsome guy. My mama told me so.
Oh, gosh, that don't mean nothing. Sorry
that means you ugly. No, I'm playing, baby. I'm playing. I listen to you every day, and it seems every cocktail that is told the guy has a BBC. I'm going to keep it real. I don't have that. My dick isn't small. I have an ABC, an average black cock.
So about 5 inches.
That is, wait.
I know size matters, but it can't be everything, right? I love to eat pussy, but I am very health conscious, so I don't like to do it unless I know and trust the woman and have some history.
Good.
You not know nasty. He's not nasty though. I didn't think this is gonna eat my pussy. Do you have any advice for the less endowed men out there? I've read countless stories about women who have sex with men with average sized dicks who have had their world rocked. What's the secret?
Good pussy eating.
Is it that part?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the positions? Is it the pure lust of sex? Or is it the unwavering confidence of the man regardless of the size of his dick? Sincerely, Mr. ABCs. Kiki said it best. I wish that was a drop. Pew, pew, pew. You gotta eat pussy, nigga.
Yes.
You do, and you have to go in there and just... I don't want to say attack, like be too aggressive, but you just need to devour
some
that
pussy. You talking about?
You
And
gotta
it's also
get
the
knee
position
deep
too.
in
It's
it.
also the position.
And
too,
here's
yeah.
the thing, that history shit, that would mind if you also said you weren't gonna fuck her. If you're gonna insert your penis in her vagina and you're not worried about history then, well, nigga, you gotta eat some pussy with your little ass dick. And that's just what that is.
I'm not gonna call it little because like I said, the average penis is about 5 inches.
It's 5 inches like this can.
Like 5 inches. So men out here with 9-inch, 10-inch. That's not.
I don't want no
average.
9 or 10. I just want a
Because
good
the vagina
7.
itself is not that long. Okay, it's it's not equipped to take a 9.
It just looks good though.
It looks good,
And you want to see that it don't all fit.
yeah, you want to see that, but
You want to choke a little
but
bit.
we don't know what he's considering average. We could be talking.
He
This could
said
be.
5
He was
inches.
very
Five-
clear that his
five-
dick is not big.
Okay.
And
I
think he
obviously
DM'd
it
me
has
too.
posed a problem for him. Because
Also, you got to think
Somebody
about
told
girth
us-
because you may not have length, but it could be thick.
Girth is important. Now,
So
if you
girth
have a
is
little
important.
pencil dick, I don't know what to tell you.
It
You
be poking
cannot
your
be a
insides.
fuckboy. If you have
Yeah.
the nerve to be a fuckboy, you need to pray. And you need to get baptized again because that's just disrespectful on a whole nother level.
Mr. ABC, you gotta eat some pussy. I'm
So
sorry.
yeah, just
A
try
lot
the oral
of it,
sex and
okay?
then try you some different positions from
Pay
the
a
back,
few bills.
Get some
from
toys,
the side,
pay some bills. That also
Yeah,
helps. If
you
you
gotta-
paying the
yeah.
bitch
Good.
bills,
Get me drunk. You gotta get don't get her drunk, but get her as much drinks as she wants.
Yeah.
When you go out. And then she won't care. I mean, that's me. Let them fuck some little dick. I mean, I don't like big dicks. I'm scared of them. I don't want them. I don't need them tearing up my insides. It's painful. I actually think I have a shallow vagina.
You probably don't. It's just that
I used
too
to
long.
not want.
I
the
don't
big
think they're
dicks.
that big. So when they don't fit, it's like, I think it's a shallow vagina. And then I thought something was wrong with me, but I went to the doctor and they were like, you're good. You're just low-key a hypochondriac. So I was like, okay, well.
Yeah. So try eating more.
Be a nice guy, but not too nice.
Get you some more positions in your game.
And some more dollars. in
Don't
your
do a
account.
position where your dick gonna keep slipping out.
Ooh,
Don't do that.
Don't do that. You gotta have a good grip. Maybe do some
Yeah.
push-ups before you see her, so your arms are feeling strong.
Yeah, but you gotta come.
You gotta
with
hold
something,
it.
bruh. Pay a bill. I'm actually gonna go with the bill.
Pay a bill.
A
That
few.
makes anybody
Yeah,
sexy.
but
Pay some
yeah.
Start
rent.
at the top,
That
not
makes
bottom,
anybody
not a cell phone
sexy.
bill.
Hit that
Or a
girl up
water
and be
bill.
like, how much
Rent,
is your rent? And
car
cash app
note,
her the rent. Don't even
insurance.
cash app it, Zell it, so it don't take out that $257 fee that when you cash app you need
The
the instant.
percentage,
It's like 1042. No, I need that 1042. Cash app her rent, and you gonna be good.
Don't even say nothing. Just send it and be like, babe, you good? Check
Yeah.
your cash app.
That's
Pussy
less-
is
Because
instantly
he said when
wet.
he did leave with his job, he said he's in IT.
Oh, I missed all
Yeah,
that.
and you did
So-
lead
in
with your
IT?
job.
Oh, you got the-
led with your job, so nigga, use your job
Please
to
DM
make your dick work.
Listen, I don't mind a little dick. If you live in Atlanta, DM Medina and tell her I want to go on a blind date with you.
and
If
I'll hook
about
you up
that
on a
red
date
light.
with Kiki.
I ain't doing shit. And my rent went up, so need a little help. All right. So I'll save my other advice letter for next week because we've been in here forever. But it's time for us to move on to the cocktails.
cocktail.
I always have to pee at this time, but remember, if you want to help us out because you know that it's been a desert out here. I live in Arizona, apparently, when it comes to my sex life because ain't shit popping. But email us, cocktails.atl@gmail.com. Send us your sexual confessions that you can't tell your friends in real life, so you tell us, and we'll tell the world. Do you have we'll keep you anonymous. Do y'all have a cocktail? Do you have a cocktail? Do you have a cocktail? I did tell her about the cocktail. She's listening. Okay.
You got a cocktail.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up one from the email.
I already have one up, and I'm gonna go ahead and read it. It's
okay,
called
you go ahead.
Y'all
I'm
go
gonna
for it.
pee.
I think of a juicy.
I thought I was gonna give an OG one, but I'm not
What's
ready
the
yet,
title?
y'all. It's called Vacation Lesbian Experience.
Oh, see, now that's that. Yeah, I don't have nothing like that.
You want me to wait for you? Yes. Okay.
If I want fuck, I'm gon' fuck 'em. But if you ain't got a buck, I won't cup 'em. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuck 'em. Back to the point, is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably see the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. Was a hoe.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, so this cocktail, Vacation Lesbian Experience. Hey, y'all. Okay. So, of course, I have to do the cliche thing and let you know how much I love the show. I've almost listened to all of the episodes and plan on finishing on my flight to Rome in the upcoming weeks. Okay, so let's get to the cocktail. Back in July, I went on an all-girl trip to Las Terrenas. I don't even know where that is, bitch. I thought you were about to say Las Vegas. It was beautiful. There were 7 of us. We had a villa that came with a housekeeper, chef, and a guard. Perfect, okay? So anyway, my girlfriend and I are the last to arrive, and by the time we get there, everyone is drunk as fuck, and we're rushing to catch up. When I walk in, one girl looks me up and down and says, "Oh, you're finer than I thought." They didn't say, "You're finer than I thought." They didn't say all that. A little taken off guard, I laughed, saying, "Thanks," and continued to drag my damn 65-pound bag to my room. Fast forward to the next day. I told you we came in late, so we never caught up to their drunk level, but today was our day. I only drink tequila, shout out, and had brought 4 bottles down for my girlfriend and I. We finished more than half of the first bottle before we got to the beach that day. While we were in the water, the girl who'd been eyeing me starts getting closer. She then starts to inch her arm around my waist and pulls me closer. Where's your girlfriend at? I'm drunk as shit and in a whole ass convo because we're sitting in a circle in crystal clear water. After a while, I throw my leg over hers and she starts rubbing the inside of my thighs. Then all of a sudden, as I'm trying to respond in the ongoing conversation, she slips a finger into my pussy.
Okay.
I gasp and try to keep talking. I finish my statement, but she starts rubbing my clit too and sees I'm enjoying it. And that everyone else can also see I'm enjoying it. So, where is your girl at?
know, right?
First of all. So, she moves us away from the group. Now, I know I was drunk, bitch, because I was in the ocean and I was never one to have a beach fantasy. But something about that Dominican sunset must have gotten to me. Not to mention, I always had fantasies about being with a girl. We decided that we would continue this later and meet up in the unoccupied room after dinner. The time comes and I'm in the room waiting. A bitch was horny and ready for a new experience. She comes in and lets me know she's going to show me everything I need to know. She pulls me in and starts kissing me. Her lips soft as she takes her tongue, rubbing it across my lips. She inserts her tongue into my mouth as she starts to play with my nipples, stroking back and forth across my piercings. Then, still kissing me and on top, she starts playing with my pussy, getting me even more wet. I'm moaning. And she's... And she's starting to get more aggressive. My eyes are closed at this point, and the next thing I know, she's licking and sucking on my clit with 2 fingers still inside. She starts giving me some pretty good head. I like fucking most of all. So head I don't too much care about. But I was definitely impressed. She licks on my pussy, running her mouth back and forth on my clit, licking me softly with her tongue, and slurping until finally coming. Then she comes up, and before she can even tell me to taste myself, I'm licking it off her lips. I love tasting my pussy, so you don't have to ask. Then it was my turn. I get on top of her. Where is your girl at? First of all, it's a whole day.
She sleep. Drunk.
I get on top of her and start at her neck. I lick my way down to her chest and start. I lick my way down to her chest and start licking, lightly pinching and pulling at her nipples. She's grinding into me, so I figured I was doing well. I stop to lick my fingers, inserting 2 inside of her. As I'm going in and out, she starts moaning deeper. She asked me for another finger. Ooh, I put 3 in and start to go down. I don't know what came over me, but when I tell you I ate the shit out of this girl's pussy, I did some of what she done on me and was moaning on her pussy. She told me not to stop because the vibration of my moans on her was driving her crazy. I start swirling my tongue in circles over her clit, rotating my fingers in her at the same time. I feel her start to clench up on my fingers and know she's about to climax. I literally had her squirting. I was pretty impressed with myself. She asked if we could do it every night until we left. Where is your girl?
Maybe she meant girlfriend, like friend, like homegirl.
Oh, and don't get me wrong, it was good. But I'm like a nigga at times. So one and done was good for me, unfortunately. We are still in contact, though, and I have friends where she is. So it's not fully out of the question. Hope you guys enjoyed my cocktail. I have a few more to share, so be on the lookout. P.S. I started listening to the show after Kiki came on my page a few times to like my pictures. I don't know if I may be reading into it too much, but if you want to grab a drink or something, let me know. My Instagram is, don't say it on air, please.
Let me see what her Instagram is. I don't flirt via Instagram.
Whoops, sorry, y'all.
Oh, I'm sorry, girl. I just be liking people's pictures. If you look cute, I like them. That's not my form of flirtation. I don't know.
So you're not into girls?
I mean, I will have sex with girls.
Okay.
But I only like it in threesomes. I don't like it just girl and girl. But I don't know who this person is. I mean, maybe shit. I don't know.
The way she...
I mean, I don't know. We got to look at her Instagram, and then I'll let y'all know if you reading into it too much or if it's something else. Okay, this one says... I asked for 3 dicks and they delivered. We didn't read this, did we?
What?
No.
3 dicks?
3.
In 3 holes?
3.
Okay. That's
Trois. Okay. Hey, ladies. This is my first time writing in because I wanted to make sure that I had a story worthy of being shared. I know that's fucking right. I know it's long, but whoo, it was worth it. It better be, bitch, because this is long. Okay. I'm a decently kinky woman that enjoys being fucked senseless. And I've always had a fantasy of being fucked by multiple men. Not a train. Like those college stories we've all heard, but a real gangbang scenario.
Oh, okay.
Something about the idea of being fucked by multiple men gets my pussy juicy. Well, about a month ago, I was scrolling through some events on FetLife and found a gangbang party and RSVP. Do y'all know what that means?
No.
I bet you don't. Okay, I never attend lifestyle parties and just let life come at me naturally. But I was determined to live out this fantasy. Shortly after I RSVP'd, the coordinator messaged me and asked if we had met before. I told him no, and we talked briefly, and he asked that I text him so we could set a date and time to meet so he could verify my validity. Oh, these are the kind of sex parties old girl was asking about last week where they checking pictures and shit. Okay.
It's real, yeah.
All right. At that point, I got cold feet and acted like I didn't see his message. For 3 weeks, I finally gathered the balls to text him, and after chatting for roughly 2 hours, we decided to meet for lunch the following day. Let me inform y'all, this man is so far from my type. Hand on face. And I got to questioning how bad I really wanted this to happen. But as we talk over lunch, he starts telling me how he's hosted many successful parties and how many women he's made very happy. He showed me consensual photos he had taken at various parties of various women being fucked like disgusting whores and loving every moment of it, and how many women he's made happy. And my panties got wet. I needed to change them immediately. He asked about my preference in men and what I like sexually. I told him that I truly didn't have a type. I don't have a track record of dating one kind of guy, but that I love to be dominated, degraded, hurt, and fucked like a $20 whore.
Is that me? Okay. Did I send that in?
I was about to ask, Medina, do you have a fake email? Okay. But with post-coital care, he proceeded to show me pictures of his roster of men. Oh. Girl, when I tell you these men had dick for days, I just knew my pussy was in for a beating. I saw one dick in particular that made my mouth salivate. It was enormous, and he was a rubber bander, meaning that he would put rubber bands around his balls to hold his comeback, because I surely need to know, to hold his comeback. He's cheap. That's what I hear. To hold his comeback and allow increased blood flow to his dick. My pussy literally jumped at the thought of him tearing me up. Okay. I told the coordinator that I wanted that guy for sure and one more plus him. He asked if I was sure that I wanted 3 dicks, seeing that I had never had an MMF threesome before. I responded by saying, I want to be filled 3 times over, and I can't do that with only 2 dicks.
Wow. Okay.
He said he's here to make my dream come true. He got my rules and confirmed what he hoped were perfect men to make my first time great. Fast forward about 3 days. It's the day I'm going to get my gangbang fantasy. I show up to the hotel he booked for me, and while we wait for his friends to get there, he gets me nice and ready by eating the fuck out of my freshly shaved pussy and asshole, making sure to play with my growing nipples. I got to surprise him with them being pierced. My pussy had been on 10 all morning thinking about the huge dick I was about to receive, and I was ready to get the fucking. So he slips off his pants, and his dick is tiny. Not at all how he described it to me, but I don't want to kill the vibe, so I let him go on and start the party. See, this is the shit that they want us black women to do, and I'm sick of it, sister. I'm sorry. Okay. Faking. Oh, this is making me sad. Faking every moan. I asked when his friends would arrive, and he said they were probably the ones texting him, and I tell him, go see what they said, so he would get off of me. Thankfully, they were parking, so he ate my pussy a little more. Thank God he's got that mouth, and got dressed. We discussed me getting the Dom sub scene by waiting blindfolded, kneeling on the ground. So I kneeled patiently while he went and got his friends. As soon as I heard the room key unlock the door, my nipples perked right up, and I felt my pussy get even juicier. Still blindfolded, I heard him telling his friends how I'd be a good little girl for them, and that I couldn't wait to be taking 3 dicks today. He came near me and told me to put his dick in my mouth. I obliged and got to sucking his 4 inches, if I'm being generous. Like Kiki, I have to put on a show. He moaned loudly, and I told his friends how good my mouth was. I felt a hand start to caress my ass and lips kiss my shoulders before those same fingers crept their way into my soaking wet pussy lips. I started riding his fingers, ready to get to work. His friend's dick must have gotten hard as he told me to reach out to feel the first of the big dicks I would be taking. I felt it immediately and had to put my mouth on it. It was so smooth and pristinely shaped, and my God, was it big. At least 7.5 inches. And nicely thickened. Okay. I gave that dick even better mouth romance than I had given the coordinator. Then, while I was sucking the second man's beautiful dick, I was instructed to reach out once more for the final friend that had come to please me. This was the dick I had seen in the photos. That was in all caps. It was just as gloriously huge as it looked. From the feel alone, I'd say it was about 9.5 to 10 inches and so thick that I could barely comfortably wrap my lips around it. I got even more excited, and the coordinator made sure to tell him as he started playing with my pussy while I was sucking his friend's dick and felt my clit start to pulse. After sucking the 2 friends' dick back and forth for about 10 minutes, they lead me to the bed, still blindfolded. That's what I was thinking, girl. My jaw hurts right fucking now. I don't know if it's from reading or thinking. Okay. And started eating my pussy and my ass, sharing how beautifully they both were and how they had gotten lucky with such a beautiful young woman wanting to be treated like such a slut. I soon started begging to be fucked because I needed to feel the more massive of 3 dicks inside of me. Well, they removed the blindfold and told me how I had been so well behaved that I now earned my dick allowance. Bitch, the second that massive dick entered me, I started to shake. It felt like nothing I had ever felt before. Ridiculously hard and touched walls I didn't even know I had. I basked in taking his dick for a few moments before being told to suck his friend's dick while I got fucked. More than eager to please and be pleased, I obliged. We fucked all different ways and switched positions and took different dicks for somewhere around an hour and a half. That's too fucking long, but okay. The coordinator stepped back and cheered me on and complimented me while his friends kept me nice and full. I came about 3 times, and after a short intermission for rehydration, I had 1 more round left in me. The second dick, the beautiful one, had entered me and fucked me hard and steady while rubbed my enlarged clit. I could feel my body reaching a shattering orgasm and announced that I was coming. All 3 men played with my nipples, caressed my thighs, and cooed me to release for them. To see, I did just that. I loudly reached my peak and made a mess all over the beautiful dick. Being exhausted, I laid in the fetal position while the massive dick friend licked my pussy lips and massaged my body for the entire duration of my come down. That was my top 3 sexual experience of my life, and I may have found a new hobby. That's going to be your hobby?
Top 3? Well, what?
Oh, I mean, it was 3 of them, so maybe.
Somebody on live said they recorded her and she's on Pornhub.
Me?
No.
Oh,
Shorty
the
that
girl.
wrote the
Oh,
cocktail.
well,
That was
damn.
great. Doc, it's your turn.
My mouth is fucking dry.
And just so you know, we read cocktails. We have given our own OG cocktails.
Mine are embarrassing.
Mine are embarrassing. Sometimes it can be anything that pertains to dating, sex. It can be embarrassing. It can be romantic. Literally, it can be anything. It can be a date you went on that
My
went
jaw
wrong.
hurts.
One time I told a story about a nigga that flew me out. I thought I was getting flued out. I got flued out, but he bought himself a first class ticket and me a coach ticket. That was a cocktail. There was one time when I fell on the steps on a date. It doesn't have to be. These are great
Somebody's
cocktails.
fiance handed me my shoes and told me it was time to go.
It can be a threesome. It can be like, it is, you have a cocktail. Everyone has a cocktail.
Yes, but I was like, Lord Jesus.
It don't have to be nasty.
And it doesn't have to be
ain't
so like.
Ours aren't usually nasty, really. It's usually the listeners. They give the juicy.
And they have a chance to type it up
nasty
and make it like a Zane story.
I want to type one up.
Don't feel intimidated.
I'm all into like, damn. I need to have some.
No, you
I need
don't.
to step my damn game up. Getting 5 dicks and shit into me.
No fucking thank you.
I'm good on that.
Y'all have to
that's
listen to the
tiring.
show to see, hear
too
her
tiring.
cocktail.
Okay,
it's
let's
about to
see.
end.
What is a funny cocktail? Oh my God. I feel every time I tell this story, I feel so bad. Like,
That's
oh my
a
God.
cocktail,
Y'all I
then.
gotta
That's what we want.
So how I broke up over a dude because he asked me to buy him a ice cream cone. So oh God, that's so lame. Okay. All right. So let's see what's a good cocktail. All right, so I think this is a good one. So, oh, they're gonna kill me so bad, so bad because this person knows who they are. So, so it was one time when having sex, we were doing some dirty talk and saying how we wanted to do all these crazy things to each other.
This is your husband.
You know what? No.
Okay.
She was like, "It's your husband."
Okay, go ahead.
Damn, if it was him, he'd probably be like, you know what? And so I'm not into anal sex, so that's just not.
I feel you. I'm not into it either, and
Yeah,
she loves it. She tricked me.
I don't like it. So I would guess. So we were just getting ready to have sex, do all this thing, all this foreplay. Him eating me out, me, servicing him, sucking his dick, and all of those things. So what ended up happening was, I guess he got a little bit too freaky for me, and I don't know why I'm totally disgusted by it, but he spit in my ass. I don't know what it was, but he just spit in my, and just the slip of it, it was like one of those big
A loogie?
like loogies. I just could not.
That is
I like
sexy.
that, actually. I don't mind a little spit back there. Just no
handle it.
dicks.
You can hock a loogie in my mouth.
It was just, oh my, I don't know. I guess I wasn't ready for it. It was just, and it's just a slip of it. It's just, your booty
Like
cheeks
they
slide.
spit and it drips. That's the sexy part
Yeah,
about
I
it.
wasn't ready for it.
Wow.
It wasn't. I just don't know why I can handle it. I don't know. I don't know why.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm not opposed to spit. I'm everything that can make it wetter is just great. You need that lube, but in the butt, it was just too much. To me,
Did it tickle?
Did it tickle?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes when guys spit back there, it gets a little, like if it's cold, like maybe if they spit from too far away and all the heat is gone, it kind of tickles and it makes me giggle.
No, it didn't tickle. It just caught me off guard. It was like, now it's running out my butt. Like it was like we continued
like diarrhea.
No, not like.
Oh, okay.
We're extra. Sorry.
No, not like. No,
That's
not
what I
like.
picture.
No, not like diarrhea. But it was just, to me, it just, yeah. I guess he thought he was gonna have some anal sex, but that just did not happen. No, I don't know why I still remember that. Every time I think about it, I just can remember my butt cheeks just sliding, and just how that. I don't know.
At least he spit.
Why? Why would you say at least he spit?
Because sometimes they don't.
Because you can't do dry booty hole sex.
You can't. Yeah, you can't do.
I know that. You know that.
Somebody's
We know
actually
that.
tried to.
It's a whole nother story for another day. We're out of time.
Yeah, we way over time.
That was like such a lame cocktail though. Like
It's okay.
I'm
It was.
like, I'm
We'll just call it a
so-
cock fail.
yeah, it's a cocktail. Yeah, it was a cocktail. But I did end up not giving a dude some because I had to buy him like a Chick-fil-A ice cream cone. It was just so weird.
What?
It's okay. We'll have you come back and share that story another day.
Yeah, because he was so cheap. Like, he asked me to buy him, like, we were going out to lunch, and I thought he was going to pay for me. And so, at Chick-fil-A, and instead of...
I'm sad again.
Save the details.
Yeah,
Save them.
I have to save that.
Let
so.
everybody know where they can
Yes.
find you. And if you have anything coming up or going on.
So, yes, you can follow me at The Sensible Sexpert on IG, or you can visit thesensiblesexpert.com. Yeah, and just hit me up. I'm really responsive. People talk to me all the time, ask me questions. So, yeah, just hit me up. I love talking to everybody. Yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
great.
Well, thank you so much for coming. You guys remember to follow us online at Cocktails Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean. I want to remind everybody Temptation Island Season 2, which I am starring in, is coming out October 10th. Please make sure you watch it. October 3rd, there's a casting special that's coming out that will show how we were all casted. But also, serious note really quick, one of my very good friends, Shireen Adams Davis, passed away last week to breast cancer. And she was fighting for 7 years. Her family is raising money to help her children. She left 4 children behind and her husband, and they just need a little bit of help. So this week when we post the podcast, we will put in the description a link to the GoFundMe where we're collecting money to help out Shireen's family. Anything helps, even if you can only give $1, anything helps. This is a very good friend of mine. We're laying her to rest this weekend, and I appreciate anything you guys can give. Her family would appreciate it, and just wanted to make sure I got that out.
All right. Well, guys, if you want to hit us up, cocktails@atl@gmail.com. Remember, that's where you can send the cocktails or any general inquiries. And then the advice is askcocktails@gmail.com. So I hope to hear from you guys soon, and check out the episode and share with your friends, and stop asking us when we come into your city. Tell your friends to be listening, because that's the cities where we going to. If you got some help, don't be asking us to do shit if you're not trying to help, okay? Thank you. Bye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye.
Wait on the track.
Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Wait on the track.